Society of the United States has worked to end animal cruelty. Now, we're continuing that mission as Humane World for Animals. Help make change for animals. Visit humaneworld.org.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-934-1870 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-934-1870. That's 800-934-1870. What do you have to lose? Call 800-934-1870. Again, 800-934-1870.
New crispy chicken crunch wrap sliders at Taco Bell with nuggets and your choice of sauce inside. One's a snack, more's a meal. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You are listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Job shaving.
You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver.
Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies.
Of course they
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
All right, good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Tuesday morning. Good to have you here with us. Good to have Brandon Stokley here. How we doing?
Oh, it's good to be here, Mike. We're doing great. It's got a nice little crisp, cold air this morning. Feels good. Feels good outside. I like it. I just kind of wakes you up and gets you going a little bit. You look like you're really happy this morning.
You know what makes me happy?
You walked in here like you were just kind of prancing around and just you had a little beat bop into your step, you know.
Well, I was
smile.
looking forward to coming in here and giving you your props because thanks to you, I and many others had a great time last night at the Avalanche game. It was a sweet night. Some of our great fan clients were there. Brian and John from Bluebird Windows and Doors, Mike and his son from Able Builders, who helped present this show. So got a chance to hang out with them in a fully stocked suite. The Stokley effect.
Okay.
Squeaky wheel Stokley. Okay. Last time we had the suite night, it was a dry suite.
Couldn't even get any popcorn.
You complained bitterly, and guess what?
You were behind me though. It wasn't just me. I had people that backed me. I mean, I was the leader of the group.
You were the loudest.
I was the leader and the loudest of the group. But I had people that supported me.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
It's like you were you were down on the street corner, screaming out, looking to get people to sign the petition. I signed the petition.
That's right.
But you were the leader of this.
I was outside King Soopers.
You were the leader of the revolt, okay? You were the leader of the revolution. But, yeah, it was awesome. Thanks to Jeff, our head sales guy here at the Fan. Had it all set up, man.
I love it.
What we had? We had big pretzels. Big pretzels with
Okay.
the dipping sauces. Pizza.
Oh.
Chicken tenders.
Oh.
Fully stocked fridge.
Oh.
Beers, waters, sodas.
Oh.
Fruit platter.
Fruit platter.
Fruit platter.
Oh. What?
Popcorn. Chips.
Wow.
Candy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? So what? I'm glad I could take some credit. It makes me feel good, right? Because everybody in that suite was happy when they left.
Everybody was happy.
The Avs dominated, of course, and but shout out to Jeff and his team and everyone here that just all right. Hey, look, now the standard's been set. People know, hey,
the standard is the standard.
That's right. That's what we do. We take care of people, and awesome job.
So does this
by
mean
everybody?
Does this mean we'll get you to come back for another sweet night?
We'll talk next year.
All right.
We'll talk next year.
Well, then the Avs went out and just blitzed Calgary. This was a fun night all around. 8 8 different goal scorers. The only guy who had 2, Nazem Kadri, against his old team.
Feeling really good. I mean, I think I'm relatively easy to play with. I think I find it not too difficult to pick up on tendencies. I think I'd like to consider myself a smart player, and I'm able to kind of just think on the fly out there. And like I mentioned, there's such great players here. I think I could play with anybody.
The Avs had to feel like they were like released, like freed after playing 2 games in the mud against Winnipeg to come out against a Calgary team that is no good and is just playing out the string, and there was all kinds of open ice and guys were flying around. I mean, that was one of those. I mean, that was the hockey equivalent of a baseball game in which the lineup is just on fire and guys can't wait to grab a bat and get up to the batter's box. That's what it was like. Get me on the ice. I want some of this.
Yeah, kind of one of those games, maybe one of those playoff games when we played the Broncos. It's kind of like that when I was with the Colts. We were putting up like 50 on them and just going up and down the field.
Broncos country doesn't want to hear this.
Not punting at all. It's hard. That's hard to do in the playoffs, but we were able to do it. So that's kind of how it seemed, right, Mike? You're just going up and down the field.
Yeah, it was easy.
I mean, I'm sorry if they don't like it. It was a long time ago, but that's how it was. Where you just go out there in the second half and you're just like, let's just have fun. Everything is working for you. No, that was awesome though. Good for Kadri. I was hoping he would get the hat trick. I saw he had 2 early ones.
2 early, yeah.
Right, and I was hoping that he would get the hat trick. I actually had a buddy that texted me. He placed a wager on that.
On a hat trick?
Yeah.
For Kadri?
Oh, wow. How about that if that would have hit?
Yeah.
So obviously it didn't, but good job. Take care of business. Back at home. How many points, Mike? 7, 8 points back up over Dallas. I have it 8 points. 8 points over Dallas and got a game in hand. I think I'm just saying it.
Now you know
I don't know if they do or not.
They do.
I'm just saying
you got the game in hand.
All right.
You got it now.
Look at me.
Look at you. You finally figured it out. By the way, you did have a couple other people text in yesterday go, Stoke, I'm with you. I never know what Mike's talking about with the game in hand.
I knew that.
I didn't think it was that hard, but okay.
No, it is. That's not like a normal saying. I've heard mostly all the sports sayings. Game in hand, I don't know if that's a Northeast thing.
I think that's just
I don't know if they teach you that.
Thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I haven't heard that.
Well, now consider yourself better informed as a sports fan.
And I'll be paying attention. If I ever hear it again, I'll give you credit. But I have never heard anyone else say that.
So 8, but actually a 9-point lead over Dallas because they do own the tiebreaker over Dallas. Plus, they do have the aforementioned game in hand. Hey.
8.5.
The only bad news to come out of it, Cale Makar left late in the second period, took a couple of shots, a couple of big checks, and left with an upper body injury. Jared Bednar says he'll be further evaluated today. So
we won't hear anything about him until we see him back out on the ice.
Hold our breath on that one a little bit. So.
Upper body injury. Hockey, again, I'm a scream from the clouds. Hockey is so ridiculous when it comes to injuries.
Amen.
You have to inform people on what the injury is.
Amen.
Like football does, like basketball does. I don't even know what baseball does, but I believe they do the right thing.
Know. Yeah,
you have to let people know what is going on. It's this isn't 1964. Bobby Orr isn't skating. He's not coming into the arena. Seriously. I mean, there's just too much gambling, too much at stake. You're partnering with gamblers.
Sure.
I mean, just tell what's the big deal, Mike? What's the big deal? There's no code anywhere. This is a different world than what it used to be. So if it's a rib, hey, he's going to be out 2 weeks or so with a rib. If it's an arm, if it's a shoulder, you've got to let people know this is ridiculous. There you go. I'm done.
I love it. Preach, man. By the way, nobody, and I mean nobody, beats the Colorado Rockies 4 straight times to start the season.
I can't lie. I was disappointed. I was watching it. I was at the club.
You were disappointed?
Yeah, I was disappointed. Look, man.
You want them to lose?
I wanted them to lose that game.
Oh.
I wanted a record to be set.
Okay.
sometimes, Mike, here's how you got to view this thing with the Rockies. And they put up some runs.
14.
And, oh, by the way, I think the opposing pitcher shattered his knee going for a ground ball. So that helped them. And then all of a sudden their bats came alive. I forgot what inning that was in. But 14-5 win. Good job by the Rockies. But the only reason I wanted it to happen is sometimes you have to embarrass people for like real changes to happen. And if you look up and you say, well, history was made to be the worst start in the history of the Rockies. Now, people say, okay, this is another year of bad history being made. Then things start to change. Okay, so that's why.
I'd say they've done quite a few embarrassing things the last few years. I don't know if they need to be further embarrassed.
I'll just put a cherry on top.
Okay.
But I from now on, I am going for the Rockies. I am a Rockies fan. I love the Rockies.
Oh, you drove the train last year.
And I drove the train straight into the straight into the wall.
You drove it right off the bridge, right off the trestles.
Right off the bridge
right
is what happened to that train.
Coming up
I'm
next.
not driving a train this year.
Got a chance to hear a lot from George Payton, Broncos GM, talking about the Jalen Waddle trade, and I wonder if this had to happen before there was any chance of that trade going down. That's next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at DuctWorks. Spring cleaning isn't just about what you can see, it's about what's hiding behind the scenes. Your ducts collect dust, allergens, debris all winter long. It's one of those places you just don't think about. DuctWorks is Colorado's top-rated air duct cleaning company, trusted by thousands of 5-star reviews. They're recommended by more contractors than anyone else. Their complete ventilation cleaning package scrapes and vacuums every inch of your system, removing all the dirt debris that other companies leave behind. Less strain, better airflow, lower energy costs. They'll show you before and after photos so you can actually see the difference. And they clean every line. Nothing gets missed. Before your AC runs all season, make sure the air you're breathing is actually clean. Give them a call at 303-425-0985. That's 303-425-0985. Or visit them at ductworks.com.
303-425-0985.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Pepsi at King Soopers, 11747 West Ken Carl Avenue in Littleton, Wednesday, April 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. Stop by for your chance to win tickets to Wednesday's Avs game and sample Gatorade's low sugar line.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Call Trajan today at 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
303 Law 4040. Want to share one of the best compliments we've ever received. Had a listener call in to 303 Law 4040. His name was Peter. His wife was viciously attacked in a dog bite incident. So we set up a time to have him come in, and I met with him at length while his wife was recovering at the hospital. A couple days later, my wife recognized the number. She had spoken to Peter before. So when the phone call came in, she said, "Peter!" It was actually Peter's wife. She said, "How did you know?" She said, "Well, we love our clients." She was just surprised that we recognized the number. We had her come in, we met with her, and she says, I feel like we're your only clients. It's really awesome. We're not your only clients, are we? No, they're not our only clients, but what a compliment that our clients feel valued and that we treat them with such a high level of service. If you ever need us, that's the type of service you will get too. It's Jacob's Law, 303-LAW-4040. That's 303-LAW-4040. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades. Protect your home with fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
If you don't care about saving 50% off your wireless bill for the same 5G coverage the big guys are charging a fortune for, maybe you care about keeping jobs in America. Pure Talk does. They've pledged to run their entire operation from this country, including all their customer service. Or maybe you care about our nation's veterans. Pure Talk does. They've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to America's Warrior Partnership, a fantastic organization working hard to prevent veteran suicide. Or maybe you care about closing America's skills gap. Pure Talk does. They're a proud supporter of MicroWorks. They're helping my foundation train the next generation of skilled workers. Don't get me wrong. Saving money's great, and you'll save plenty with Pure Talk. But if you want to be in business with people who share your values, dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
SodaWeightLoss.com is state-of-the-art, and SodaWeightLoss.com helped me lose 60 pounds a few years ago, and I've never gained the weight back. Why? I know how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. I had a real nutritionist there to help me along the way through my journey. I joined Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Call them up, 1-866-800-SODA. You want to lose that weight? 1-866-800-SODA. Online at SodaWeightLoss.com. They are there for you like they were there for me. It's SodaWeightLoss.com. Soda Weight Loss is state-of-the-art.
Your reputation matters. That's why so many landscape professionals choose Gravely. You can save up to 20% on Gravely commercial mowers during the Gravely Mow the Distance sales event starting April 9th. Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
Names that rhyme, takes that hit different. Shapiro and Piro is happy hour sports talk built for the modern fan. Local stories, hidden gems, and the mustache monologues you never knew you needed. Weekdays at 3 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Subscribe now at Denver Sports 1043 and get in on the action. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? I mean, 12 minus 11.
1.
This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Turn that up, Joseph. Let's go. Let's get people going. Ooh, that's maybe a little too loud. Maybe too loud. Let's not shock people. We want to pump people up. We don't want to shock people.
We don't want to give them a heart attack.
No, we don't want to just falling out of bed or something like that. But
no, great to have you with us here on this Tuesday morning.
A little Creed.
Everyone's in a good mood. Oh, that
6:17.
hits so good right now. So good. Heard that the other day driving around. I think of you because that's like your anthem.
Love Creed.
It's like the Stokley anthem.
Love Creed. Great album. Just great. They got a lot of hits. A lot of hits. Not just that one.
A lot of hits?
Yeah. A lot of them.
Vast repertoire, huh?
Oh, yeah. That whole album's really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just trust me on that.
All right, I will trust you on that. George Payton and Greg Penner, heard from both of them yesterday. Hear from Sean Payton today out at the owners' meetings in Phoenix. By the way, Mike Kliss, who normally joins us at 6:45, let him sleep in a little bit because it is an hour behind. So he'll join us at 7:30.
We don't want Mikey to be tired.
No.
Get his rest.
And
He's
grinding. I'm glad Johnny checked in with him. Otherwise, it could have been another case of, I forgot. So we'll have Mike
Love
at 7:30. In the meantime, here's George Payton talking about how the Jalen Waddle deal went down.
You know, we had an interest at the trade deadline. I think everyone knows that. It didn't get very far then, but we still like the player a lot. Got through our offseason process with our roster and then free agent meetings, and really it was just kind of still out there. You know, at the Combine we hadn't talked yet, and when we got back to the Combine, reached out to John Eric, and then it kind of started from there. And obviously did a lot of work on him. All the coaches did, scouts. We'd done a lot of work at the trade deadline. We felt like we knew the player well, we knew the person even better, and so feel really good about the trade.
Stoke, does this Waddle trade happen if the Broncos aren't picking 30th in the first round?
Well, I think it depends, obviously, on where you're picking. I mean, where are you picking 10 or are you picking 20? And then also, do you have your quarterback? And obviously, they in their situation now, they feel like they have their quarterback. So how low do you think the pick could be for them to give it up?
Yeah.
What's a number where you say, nah, they ain't going to go? Is it under 10? Is it under 15? Where are you at?
Well, let me answer my question. I don't think this deal. The reason this deal did not go down at the trade deadline when they first were talking was because of the uncertain. Dolphins were insisting on a first round pick, and the Broncos were like, "Look, we can't commit to that. We don't know exactly where we're going to end up. It looks like we're going in the right direction, but you never know." So, it answered your question.
I don't know about that.
I do. I firmly believe if let's say the Broncos had I think if they had a top 20 pick, they don't make this trade.
Really? I disagree. And I think you're wrong because the Dolphins fired everyone. And so now they have a new GM and a new head coach, and they're tearing it down. So there's a different thought process there now than what it was at the trade deadline. I think their general manager was fired already. And so it was just Mike McDaniel, and I don't know who else was running it. He was trying to win to save his job. So I think it was more of that. But I understand where you're coming from, but I look at it a little bit differently. Now that they have a new coach and a new general manager, they're more willing to say, okay, we got to start over here. We got to start over, get our cap in order, get draft picks. And so I think that's why it happened. I think under 15. If it was 18, I think the Broncos still do it. And obviously, some people would know this better than I would, Cecil and, the draft people. I don't know how great this draft is supposed to be. Well, once you get outside of 15, it becomes real weak. Or, hey, inside the top 25 is really good. You can find some really good talent there. I'm not sure how deep this draft class is, so I think that would matter in this situation. But I would say, I would say probably right around in the top 15 or so.
More on George Payton on Waddle.
Well, he's one of the more explosive playmakers in the league, first and foremost. Great makeup, great competitor. He'll fit in well with our room. We really like our room. I've said that a number of, Cortland and Pat Bryant and Troy and Mimsy. So we have a great room, and he just upgrades, or he just helps the room and opens up the run game. He'll open it up for the other receivers. So we think he'll fit in well with the group.
A lot of wide receiver mouths to feed.
Yeah.
A lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Would you be saying that if you were part of that group right now?
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to stay healthy and keep my job. But not everyone's like me.
You'll just run for love of the game routes.
Right.
You don't care.
Yes, right. I don't care. You really don't have to throw me the ball, just as long as I'm on the field doing something. That's fine, Mike. I mean, we'll see what it looks like during the season, and injuries happen. I think there is going to be enough for everyone here. But that's the way it is. This is the NFL, right? And right now, it's Cortland and Waddle. And then, hey, let's see how this thing shakes out. We've seen Pat Bryant have some, injury concussions there and miss some time. But that stuff, sometimes just works its way out, but I think it's fine. I think they'll use all those guys in certain ways. You got a chance to be real creative with them. Who's going to be the third wide? Is sometimes you'll put Franklin in the slot or Pat Bryant in the slot or Mims in the slot. Sometimes you'll have Waddle in the slot. But what I really love is the fact that you have two starting wide receivers. Like, it's Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. Those guys aren't coming off the football field, right? Unless they get tired. We're not rotating and substituting those guys every other play like we saw the previous couple years. You got some dudes now, and I think that's going to be great for this offense. I think it's going to be great for Bo, great for the play caller also. I think that's a good thing for the play caller. So that's another thing that I'm really fired up about.
A lot more from George. Excuse me. A lot more from George Payton, including. It's pretty obvious that when it comes to the Broncos' view of J.K. Dobbins and Broncos' country view of J.K. Dobbins, let's just say the two sides are not on the same page.
And I got another question about that buffet that y'all got last night that I got to throw in there. I still can't stop thinking about it.
Didn't even eat breakfast this morning.
Save it. I got a question about it.
All right. That's next.
What's the question?
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
What is happening, Stoker, for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years, and they got some great auctions that are ending this week. Got one ending today. Don't worry, you still have time, ending at 8:30, over 1,500 items in it. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free, it's easy, it's open to the public. Best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items. Contractors, vehicles, tools, and equipment auction ending at 8:30, over 1,500 items in it. It's got mini excavators, got a really cool towable pressure washer. How about a GMC Sierra crew cab pickup truck, or 2019 Polaris Ranger 4x4 UTV, or a triple axle enclosed trailer? All kind of cars, trucks, forklifts. Got a Ford Super Duty shuttle bus, metal storage sheds. How about a steel barn shed? This thing is packed full of some unbelievable items. And then tomorrow, got a government computer police evidence auction that will be ending. And that's got over 1,100 items in it. This is what I love about Roller Auction, is they're always updating and adding new auctions every single week. So go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals only at rollerauction.com.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code THRIVE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code THRIVE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's THRIVE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Introducing Mine to Shine, the world's most personal diamond. Here's Shayna and Dylan Williams.
Come experience the most revolutionary and transparent way to buy a diamond.
Mine to Shine by Kwiat and Williams Jewelers. The natural diamonds cut, polished, and designed just for you.
First, we'll help you select a natural, conflict-free, and ethically mined diamond.
Then you select one of Kwiat's legendary shapes: Kwiat Cushion, Oval, Radiant, Emerald, or Incredible Ashoka.
A wider, brighter, and larger looking diamond, cut to the world's highest standards.
Then trace the journey from rough stone to polished perfection by Kwiat's master cutters.
Perfectly cut for maximum brilliance. Simply brilliant.
Mine to Shine, the world's most personal diamond.
Only from Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, Colorado's exclusive Kwiat jeweler.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines.
And
is becoming Wings. It's a big change, but we're not changing the way we show up for our communities, or our personal service, or the people who provide it. We're not changing locations. We're not even replacing the coffee machine. But we are changing our name. We'll probably even get some new pens. It'll be a big day for pen people. And Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Ben Franklin here to talk to you about your water heater. A water heater is a vital part of your home's plumbing. When it doesn't work, it can really freeze up your routine. Call the pros at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing about water heater options for your home. Visit BenjaminFranklinPlumbing.com or call 877-BEN-1776 to request an appointment. Call for details. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in their respective state or county.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. For over a decade, Bluebird Windows and Doors has been servicing the Front Range with products built to withstand Colorado's unpredictable weather. Bluebird's Sunrise Collection windows are built to last a lifetime and are backed by strong warranties. Buy one window and get one 50% off through March 31st. And mention you heard about Bluebird from me, Mike Evans. You'll save an additional 5%. Enjoy the outdoors through energy-efficient Bluebird windows. Visit gobluebirdco.com. Bluebird Windows and Doors. Make today a Bluebird day.
Tune in Tuesday afternoons for Injury Insights with Zach Bai and Dr. Joseph Ramos to hear the latest injury news on your local teams and around the world of sports. Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by Gravely Zero-Turn Commercial Mowers.
Conspiracy theories.
Well, in this case, AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe Skynet's not taking over anytime soon.
Firm beliefs.
I'm very easily swayed. If you keep talking, I might be at 70 here in about 30 seconds.
And a few sucker punches.
It was the complete motivator for me, the failure thing.
Mark, when does that stop? Not letting your teammates down after you finish playing? Because it seems like it. You let us down a lot.
Oh, man. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, hey, what can we say? Mike Kliss likes to work. He's in Phoenix.
The grinder.
An hour behind us at the owners' meetings. We figured, hey, let him sleep in a little bit. We'll have him on like 7:30 our time, 6:30. He's like, no, I want to go. I got a big day planned. So here he is. Mike Kliss joins us, our 9 News Bronco insider. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, a lot going on this morning. Sean Payton speaking at, 8:45 your time.
Mike, you going to ask him?
Yeah.
Mike, you going to ask him to do the waddle? Be a good time maybe to ask him to do the waddle. He's in a good mood. Son, probably playing a little golf. He's relaxed. Ask him to do the waddle. See what he says to you.
I think he kind of did the waddle last night. There was a gathering. There was the owners' meetings party at the Arizona Biltmore, and he came up and he talked to a bunch of us local reporters, and I think there was maybe a little waddle in there. I'm not quite sure. He was moving around. He was animated, talking about the dynamic kickoff, the pros and cons, and so it was a nice little off the record discussion.
Well, what's that dynamic kickoff you just mentioned?
Well, he's talking about how they said the tush push wasn't a safe play, and he said there's 1,100 more kickoffs now because of this, the way they got it set up. There are 1,100 more returns last year, and 68 concussions across the league on the dynamic kickoff, involving basically the returner and the tackler. So he was saying that the league's got it a little wrong. They keep saying the rate is down as far as concussions per kickoff, but there's way more kickoffs, so there's more concussions. And he just thinks there's a contradiction there.
Mike, I got a lot of good stuff from George Payton yesterday, and he was joking about Bo Nix's involvement in the Jalen Waddle trade, and he jokingly said, I think Bo thinks that, he could be a pretty good general manager, and at times he's right, and at times he's not. Do you believe that with the role of the quarterback and the investment you make in your quarterback, should the quarterback have a say in key offensive personnel decisions like this?
No. Aaron Rodgers had some, the Packers were always walking on eggshells about keeping Aaron Rodgers happy. And, he would always want to keep his good friends. I mean, he kept Randall Cobb around well after Randall Cobb was pretty much done. There was a receiver, I think from Kansas, who he kept around a little too long. I remember Jerry Krause. I followed the Bulls during that great Bulls run, and Jerry Krause would say, if Michael Jordan was a GM, he'd have Buzz Peterson, for crying out loud. So I think these quarterbacks, two things: quarterbacks tend to go with their buddies that they like, and two, I think you don't want to separate them from the rest of the team. They're already separated, and if the quarterback has say, I think the teammates, the other players in the locker room look at him, a little bit as a quasi management, and you don't want that in the locker room. You don't want that part of the culture there, that the quarterback is bigger than the team.
Mike, I saw you tweeting last week about the stadium situation, and
Yeah.
I know Greg Penner talked about it yesterday. I was just assuming that this thing was full speed ahead and it was all good to go, but it sounds like maybe not so fast. I'd listened to Greg, and it didn't sound like things were going good, but not great, and so
Yeah.
it made me a little bit nervous that this thing might take a little bit longer before they get it figured out and get it done.
Yeah, I think he definitely sent a direct message to the partners. I think the issues are Denver Water. They got to relocate Denver Water, which, the Penners have bought another parcel of land to move Denver Water to help them move with uninterrupted service. You don't want to cut off anybody's water. You want to keep the operations going. And that's taken some time. Denver Water is they're negotiating. They want this. They want that, as they have the right to do. They're getting displaced, and so they continue to work with that. There's that SRM concrete company that's on the plot of land. And so they're not calling them hindrances. They're just saying that they need to speed up a little bit if they're going to meet the timeline of 2031. So I still think, I think it's way better than 50-50 chance they meet the 2031 deadline. I did ask, there was enough, concern that Penner expressed yesterday. I did ask what happens if you can't get it open by 2031. And he said they'd be in the current stadium, Empower Field, for another year. So no real biggie. They got a nice stadium as it is, but that's what would happen if they can't meet the deadline. But I think they will. Greg Penner just wants to push everybody along.
Mike, any chance that it doesn't end up at that site, that things go sideways and they're back to square one and it's not at that site, or that site is where it's going to happen, just depending on the timing?
I've heard no. They knew when they decided on Burnham Yard there were going to be headaches. It wasn't going to be easy because you're dealing with city officials. You're dealing with some red tape here. And, Lone Tree, there would have been no red tape. There was that big old vast open land area. But that wouldn't have had the character that they were seeking. They wanted to stay downtown. But downtown isn't easy. They just got to work through things. They knew it going in. Maybe a couple things have had some glitches. But there are always glitches when you deal with a downtown site. But this is definitely, it was like a no-brainer to the Penners that this is where they wanted to go.
Mike, great stuff. Enjoy your time with Sean. Hopefully somebody will ask if there's a linebacker in this draft class that plays downhill. Please, 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 please. But other than that, have a great time.
Yeah, they need that, and they did kind of assure that there will be a running back coming out of this draft. So running back and inside linebacker. There's a bunch of I think the second round, those 2 picks in the 4th round, they'll wind up with both those positions.
Follow Mike Kliss on Twitter all day long for the latest updates at Mike Kliss 9 News. Mike, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Mike Kliss, our 9 News Bronco insider, joining us live from Phoenix at the owners' meetings. Okay, good stuff there. Give you a chance to react, especially I picked up on the same thing with Penner talking about the stadium. Like it's not unforeseen, but you know, people realize how badly the Broncos want this and have already committed to this, and so people are like trying to make the best.
Well, let's play the audio.
Play the best deal, make the best deal possible. We'll have some of Greg Penner coming up, as well as what George Payton had to say about J.K. Dobbins. And boy, they love themselves some J.K. Dobbins, I think more than Broncos country does. We'll let you hear from George coming up next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
There's nothing more meaningful you could do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy time with you again, especially heading into vacation season. If you say yes to any of these questions, you are the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help every single day. Do you have consistent joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or back? The pain keeps you from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to activities that I enjoy. I don't want surgery and a long recovery. I'm at the end of my rope, taking medications every day to just get through. Moment of truth. Did you answer yes to more than one of those questions? Well, today could be your day to turn that corner and finally get relief. QC Kinetics treatments are easy. They're done right there in the office so you can go about your day. The consultation's free, so don't wait. Call today. 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986. With locations in Aurora, Superior, Highlands Ranch, and the Springs, it's QC Kinetics.
At Thirsty Lion Scratch Kitchen, craft cocktails and beer, every dish is made fresh daily, from chef-driven, globally inspired flavors to the classics you crave. Behind the bar, handcrafted cocktails meet a curated lineup of local and regional beers. It's a place to gather, unwind, and connect, where the energy is lively and the experience is always elevated. Thirsty Lion. Come as strangers, leave as friends. Visit them at the corner of 16th and Wynkoop or at thirstylionrestaurant.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
You live in Colorado, you love those mountain views. Well, you want to maximize your window space, your glass space, and you could do that with custom windows. WindowNation.com. WindowNation.com, they're there for you with over 1,500 styles and colors to choose from. And in March, the more you buy, the more you could save. Up to 50% off all window styles right now at windownation.com. You can go out there, get your windows done, and enjoy that beautiful Colorado scenery. It's windownation.com. Visit windownation.com for your free consultation today.
Free barbecue? Yep.
absolutely free barbecue. Hey, everybody, Dan Jacobs, the barbecue lawyer at 303 Law 4040. It's 2026, and we are taking our free meal program to the next level, and I want you to help spread the word with me if you can. I got a brand new smoker, and this thing's a beast. It's over 6 feet tall, so we can cook that 1,000 pounds of free barbecue each and every month. Here's what you do. It's Eastern Hills Community Church, 4 to 6 p.m. every first and third Thursday. I'm smoking up delicious pulled pork or my addictive copycat Chipotle recipe, and we're serving it up for free. You just get in line, you pop the trunk, we put free groceries in your trunk, and then we ask you how many meals you need for the night. It's that simple, no questions asked. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. Help us spread the word, and if you have any questions, you can always call me. The barbecue lawyer's number is 303 Law 4040.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
In the 2019 NCAA tournament, 12-seeded Murray State was led by projected lottery pick Ja Morant. In the opening round against 5th-seeded Marquette, Morant put up a rare triple-double, scoring 17 points, 16 assists, and 11 rebounds.
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to get the triple-double without my teammates making shots.
He followed that with 28 points against 4th-seeded Florida State.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Clinton Yates here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast. Others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Ditch the bland, flavorless sports talk and tune into Freshly Grated, where Will Peterson and Marcello Romano serve up piping hot takes and bold opinions with no filter and an extra side of sarcasm. Every weekday at 2 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Like and subscribe today at Denver Sports 1043 and come along for the ride. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an O'Reilly right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
That's right. Stokley and Evans with Mark. We're powered by Able Builders. Mark will be coming up here in about 13 minutes. Just had Mike Kliss on from the owners' meetings in Phoenix. And you asked the question, Stoke, and you picked up on Greg Penner's comments yesterday that when it came to the progress, the timeline of the new Broncos stadium site seems to maybe didn't sound as enthusiastic or as upbeat as you may have thought he would be. Well, let's hear from Penner himself.
It's, Carrie, Damani, Tim, a lot of folks from our team are spending a lot of time meeting with community leaders, city council members, and, it's an ambitious timeline that we have, and we won't be able to accomplish our goals in terms of timing and getting in there just by ourselves. So it's not just something the Broncos are driving. We've got to have a lot of support from partners and others that are involved with the site.
How has that support been so far? And sort of
do you think you're on track where you need to be in order to, make an ambitious timeline?
Yeah, no, the support has been good, and everybody, I think, wants to do the right thing. But again, there's a lot of different parties with different interests. As of now, we're on track, but again, it's ambitious to get to the 2031 goal that we have.
Yeah, you heard right.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell he had a point to make, and he made it. When he says we're not going to be able to accomplish this without the support of our partners. So that's the city council members, that's the businesses, and everybody involved in trying to get this thing moving forward. That's a guy that wants to get things done. And when they want to get things done, that ownership group, they're going to do it the right way, but they want to get moving. They don't want to mess around. I mean, you saw that with the new facility, right? I mean, that thing was unbelievable. From when we got there during training camp to when we left, they don't mess around, right? They're about that business. Let's get it done. And so you can tell he was handling it the right way. Obviously, he's not going to call him out, but it's like, dude, this isn't how I roll, right? This is like, we need to get this, we need to speed this thing up. So message sent in a nice way, because if everything was like really 2 thumbs up, he would have said, man, this thing, everybody's been great.
Yeah, he said it'd be great. He said, it's been good.
Yeah.
I picked up on that. It's been good, meaning it could be a heck of a lot better. And look, we want to get this done. We're highly motivated. We're willing to spend money. We're willing to pay more than fair market value for this stuff. Let's go. But you know how it works? Everyone wants to get their piece of the pie, right? Politicians want to get their piece of it. Owners, business owners want to get their piece of it. And I can't blame them. I mean, you got a Denver Broncos message here that's very clear. We want this. We want it badly, and we are prepared to move. So I can see why people are like, yeah, well, let's see what we can get out of you first.
Well, and we see this around the country with certain teams and stadiums. The politicians can get in the way.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the bottom line. And so, but when you have an
Chicago was a great example.
Exactly.
Chiefs
you look at what's
moving.
going on in Cleveland,
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But when you have an ownership group that says, we're going to pay for it all, you better get your butt in gear and make sure it gets done and stop standing in the way. So, or next thing you know, they'll leave. And they'll go to Lone Tree.
And mess up your commute.
Right.
And make life miserable for you.
And Stoke don't want that.
I know why you're so motivated.
Stoke don't want that.
Now
okay?
I know why this segment is happening.
We all want it
you
downtown.
You don't want it in the tree.
No, I do know I don't want it in the tree.
Yeah.
You know that.
So this is a selfish agenda.
No, it's not. A little bit. It is a little
That's
bit.
what I
Maybe
thought.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
okay.
Mike. Maybe a little bit. But no, seriously, they can't get in the way. I mean, you have ownership group that wants to do the right thing, that's spending all the money. They're not asking for taxpayer money on for the stadium, right? So, I mean, you got a pretty good gig with who you're working with, that ownership group. And so don't screw it up, all right? And get the ball rolling, right? Like, make things easy for them. Well, I mean, wouldn't you? Like, okay, yeah, well, we appreciate y'all. You would want to make things easy for them and not, stand in the way with certain things. And so you could tell Greg Penner wants things moved a lot quicker and a lot faster. And so he said it in a nice way, but it's got to be, to me, it's the politicians that are standing in the way.
Some reaction on our Denver Sports YouTube channel from the stuff we talked about this hour. Hey, Stoke, us 6 a.m. listeners love you, but not to the point where you can come out and say you're rooting against the Rockies.
I was yesterday. All right. Whatever. Hey, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Go Rockies!
Fans want to believe. Want to believe the tide's turning. We got a lot of reaction this morning from one Rockies win, their first win of the season. People were pretty fired up about it. So
look, I wanted to see history be made. Their worst start ever.
Mannington85 says the Avs knew that Mike Evans was at the game, so they decided to unleash their fury on him and take it out on the Flames to score 9 goals.
I can't wait for Mark to get in.
Wait until you hear how Mark behaved last night. There's only one way to describe how he behaved last night.
I can't wait to hear. Did you do any grazing last night?
I did a little bit. It was stocked. Yeah, I sampled everything.
Okay.
I didn't graze. I mean, I grazed lightly.
Really?
But I didn't go hard. Ooh. But boy, there were I sampled everything. Finally, Stoke. If I buy the steel barn shed from Roller Auction, will you throw in Evans coming over to paint it for me?
Absolutely.
Hey, you got a barn? Anybody need a barn to be painted?
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
Yeah, because it's white. It's white.
Yeah.
And I think
I'll paint it red for you.
Right. If you want it painted red, Mike will do it for you.
I will do it for you. Mark joins us coming up next.
Baseball is back. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Sex, intimacy, love. These 3 things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades. Protect your home with fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Pepsi at King Soopers, 11747 West Ken Carl Avenue in Littleton. Wednesday, April 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. Stop by for your chance to win tickets to Wednesday's Avs game and sample Gatorade's low sugar line.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today.
Call Trajan today at 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax-free edition only, roughly 37% of filings qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is tax.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at TurboTax.com/free. No schedules except for Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, Student Loan Interest, and Schedule 1A.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The Big Tourney's full of bracket busters. But when it comes to your facility's electrical systems, surprises aren't exactly welcome. Piper Electric has spent more than 40 years powering complex commercial and industrial projects, from large-scale power distribution to ground-up infrastructure, fire alarm systems, and preventative maintenance. Their licensed electricians can reduce costly downtime and keep projects running smoothly. Starting a new project? Include Piper Electric in your bidding process and see how experience can save you money. Visit piperelectric.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Evan Cohen here. You know the feeling when a candidate just stands out. Not just the resume, but their energy. They're eager, engaged, and you know they want the role. That makes a difference. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate, but you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. Their matching technology finds qualified candidates fast, and ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs change, kids grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and a price that didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most. That finds and fixes any issue before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. You get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices and no battling for bandwidth. For the next 5 years, your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, no strings. So even though your kids will grow up, your internet is going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. Plus, get online in minutes with the same-day Wi-Fi. All with Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price, unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply, select plans only.
Plumline Services, serving Colorado since 1998 for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Service at home, servants at heart.
KKFN and KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh. 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 Gross. Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans Big Board of BS.
No way. In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Somebody told me.
Look at stuff. I recognize that. Is that the one you were wearing yesterday? That's my Landeskog jersey right there. And Stoke, you look good in that.
Oh, it feels good, Mark.
You look good in that.
That's you look good in that Landeskog sweater.
Yeah, it's
never called a jersey.
It's a jersey.
It's a sweater.
You can see that the little stain on the top of the shoulder right there. No, that's when I was. That was when I was mucking it up on the half wall.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I got
blood,
little blood,
little opponent's blood there.
Yeah, I was walking out of the stadium and somebody wanted to take
Josh Manson
walking.
fight.
Yeah, just kept walking.
All right, I got to get the rundown, Mark. I saw pictures.
Yeah,
Mike was telling me this morning the spread was unbelievable.
The Stokley effect. The Stokley effect.
Oh man.
Right, it was all there.
Yeah.
So y'all are all welcome. A good job by, sales.
Yes.
Jeff and his team getting it all dialed in for everyone. Looked great. I might come out of retirement next year to go back to the Sweet Night one time. We'll see. But what? And then you had this jersey on,
right?
Which is awesome.
Right. I just wanted to make sure, that I put the olive branch out there to the 104.3 The Fan listeners and the Avalanche fans, because they've been
They've been a little upset because Mike attacked the one guy in this town you can't attack. And I will tell you this, Stoke. He's sitting back there in the kitchen area, where all the food is.
Doing a little grazing. A
little grazing, talking to clients.
Yeah.
And I am down, I'm down talking to a few clients, but watching the game, and the Avalanche are just putting it on.
Buzzing.
The Calgary Flames, and they're just crushing them. And then my guy, our guy, Stoke.
Yeah, our guy.
Landeskog scores a goal.
Oh.
And then the crowd goes wild. And I turn around, and Mike is in the kitchen area, just dejected look on his face.
Dejected?
I think
wrong.
I saw him like stomping his foot.
Wrong.
He was stomping his foot.
Dang it. Totally made up.
And I was
Go ahead.
just
I
like,
won't get in the way of your story, your
I was
fiction.
like,
Go ahead.
I
Keep
was
going.
like,
keep spinning your tail.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when I look back there, I almost looked like you were gonna cry, and your foot was stomping. You like little Mikey when he got mad, and he was
holding my breath.
Yeah, holding your breath. Your face was all red, and I was like, damn. He really does hate Landeskog.
Oh,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I can't believe he scored.
Underachieving disappointment.
Yeah.
At the game y'all are at.
So, well, everybody was scoring. I mean, 8 guys scored yesterday. So
he's diminishing his accomplishment.
So let me tell you let me tell you what Mark's agenda was.
Oh, it was
last
easy
night.
for him to score. Is that what you're saying?
Let me tell you what Mark's agenda was last night. Okay, remember that kid in school who was like kind of the bully and would love to try to pit two people against each other just to start a fight. All right, that was Mark yesterday. He was trying to start a fight the whole night. Shows up in the Landeskog jersey. He's
I'm just a fan.
He's when he scores, he turns around, he points at me like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about that?" Right? And I'm like, "What are we doing?" Right? So I realized I was dealing with like a rabid dog. Okay, that's what Mark was. He was like just bloodthirsty,
like Cody.
Right? He was like a cross between Cody and Cujo.
Yeah.
Okay, he was just there to create dissension. He wanted to start a fight. That's what he wanted to do. So he comes out and goes, "Hey, there's your boy." He scores. I'm like, "Yeah, great goal." Then I decided to throw some raw meat. I took like a hunk of steak, raw, threw it right into his jowls. I said, "Yeah, but I mean, it's already 3-0, kind of a garbage time goal." Oh, he's like, "Oh,"
right,
and I'm like,
right.
I walked away with a little smile on my face. So easy to play him.
Wow,
so easy to play him.
I'm telling you what. I mean, it's real.
It was a bad night for Evans.
No, not at all. No, I got good food. And by the way, ever since I said that I'd like to see Gabe produce more in line with what he's done throughout the course of his career, he does have 4 goals in his last 8 games, which is his most productive goal-scoring stretch of the season. So, as fans, you're welcome.
So you're saying you're taking credit for his production?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit, a smidge. You know me and the pie.
Yeah,
you know how I like to divvy up the
pie chart.
I'll take like 3% of the credit.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I will say this though, Stoke.
It was a fun night, though.
It was a fun night, and I will say, your squeaky wheel, just, man, what a difference. That suite was loaded. Jeff and his team did a phenomenal job. I'm talking about, all kinds of fluids. You'd have been proud. There's so many fluids in there.
Oh, my gosh.
But they had the chicken tenders. They had the pizza.
Great pizza, too.
Yeah, they had
just good, solid cheese pizza.
The pretzels with the cheese dip.
Oh.
And then they had a plate of fruit.
Fruit plate.
Man,
candy.
Yeah.
Chips, popcorn.
Cookies.
Oh.
I mean, you name it.
I would have put on probably 4 to 5 pounds if I was in that suite.
Yeah. Oh, 4 to 5 pounds?
4 to 5
4 to
pounds.
5 more pounds?
4 to 5 more pounds.
4 or 5 more pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That seems
I would
like
have been probably back at PGA Superstore getting
new shorts
again.
New belt.
Belts are busting. Belts are so bad right now.
Bring it in there and say, "Hey, man, these belts, something's defective. These belts are shrinking."
I will say this also about Mark. He came in with a lot of emotion. Boy, he came in hot. But the big fella just couldn't sustain it.
No.
By the end of the first period, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave now. Can you tell?" And he wouldn't even tell our host, Jeff.
Yeah.
That he was leaving. He's like, can you just tell Jeff that, I'm kind of dealing with this cold and I kind of want to get home. Dude was out the door. And the game started
It was 5-0.
The game started at 6:30.
You did your job.
Instead of sticking around to see if Kadri get the hat trick or something, he left the building at like 7:15.
Yeah.
You were probably at home in bed by like what, 8?
Yeah, I was home in bed for the second period.
Uh-huh.
It was perfect.
Just watch it. Yeah, got your food.
Yeah. I mean, it was perfect.
What time were you? You were there early, by the way. Were you testing the theory as to how early they put the food out in the suite? Because you sent out a video to all of us about how great the spread was at about, 6:35 face-off? I think you sent that out about like 5:45, 5:40?
I took my wife. She loves, as you know, like your wife, La Loma.
Yeah.
So I took my wife to La Loma. We went over there about, I don't know, we left our house about 4:30, 4:20. We had dinner. And then, so I was halfway to, we took separate cars. She went back home. And I just casually drove down to the stadium without worrying about parking or traffic.
Yeah.
It was just a casual drive. It was nice, easy. Got in early, parked the truck at the end spot that has the, so you got extra room.
Those spots are tight.
Yeah, the spots are tight, but if you get one of the end ones that have they've got like a overspill where it's like no parking.
Did you go all the way out into the big parking lot?
Huh?
Did you go out into the big parking lot on like the south side of the
whatever the Camry lot is?
Oh, geez, you got to do what first of all, I always just roll up to the media lot. Thanks to
you're big time.
Vicente and Jared yesterday, who took care of me. And then I found out on the way out.
So what do you tell them?
I talked to. I just said I'm in the media.
Huh?
I just said hi. I'm Mike Evans with the Fan. They're like, hey, I was listening to you this morning. Come on in. That type of thing.
No, I just parked where they gave me a parking pass.
I just parked close.
I didn't Bigfoot anybody.
Well,
I didn't come in there and be like,
no.
I don't know if you know who I am. I'm Mike Evans.
You ready for this? You ready for this? You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Okay. I just talked my way into the media lot. I'm leaving yesterday, and I run into a good guy named DJ, and we're talking a little bit. He goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I just took care of Zach over there in the valet." He goes, "Anytime you want, just pull in and just let us know. We'll put you in the valet Zach. Valet by. Zach valet by."
I set Zach up with that, and now he just takes it and runs with it.
Really?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. So
that's
he goes valet parking.
Yeah. JJ is the man at the valet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just parked out in the Camry lot.
And then walked about 500 feet.
Yeah, we walked about a quarter of a mile, which is fine.
Maybe that's why you left so early, because you were tired.
Yeah, well, I've been suffering with a little bit of a head cold, as you know, and I thought once I had the game in hand and I came and I saw what I wanted to see is your disappointment when Gabe scored. I had fulfilled my duties.
One other quick thing. So totally random other guest in the suite yesterday.
Yeah.
There was this woman named Maria who I've been playing co-ed softball with for the last several years.
Oh my goodness!
And Mark, would you like to share the little exchange the three of us had? What she said about me?
Wow!
She said that you were a very good third baseman.
Wow!
And
like you're the Brooks Robinson of Lakewood,
Littleton,
Columbine,
Littleton, co-ed softball,
co-ed softball.
Yeah. And what else did she say about my my beautiful swing? What it results in?
She said your on base percentage. She said
very high.
Is very high.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then she asked me for Cucurelli's number because she can't see. She said
she needs that RLE.
Yeah, she does.
She's not. Up next, we hear from George Payton at the owners' meetings. Clearly, the Broncos' view of J.K. Dobbins is not the same as Broncos country, as you'll hear next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Now, I wore glasses all growing up, and then when I hit my 30s, playing for the Broncos, I had LASIK surgery. That was awesome. But when I hit my mid-50s, I started needing readers for everything I was doing, seeing menus out to dinner, reading text, watching film, studying, getting prepared for a game. Well, thankfully, those are days of the past since I saw Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange. What a game changer. You don't need those readers anymore. You don't need to be searching, oh, I left them upstairs and I'm downstairs. Whatever the case may be, I'm telling you what, it's a big-time change. You can learn more about refractive lens exchange from Cudarelli Vision. All you got to do is hit him up at coloradorle.com. Cudarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's the right time for you to have RLE. Hey guys, I'm telling you, no readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. It is a game changer. Check it out and get all your questions answered at coloradorle.com. That's coloradorle.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code THRIVE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code THRIVE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's THRIVE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Muller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
If you're going to ask her to spend the rest of your life with you, shouldn't you give her a diamond worthy of that journey?
One that you can give her with no regrets?
A diamond that shines like no other.
That's why our family started Williams Jewelers over 75 years ago. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Bruce Williams. Today, Williams Jewelers is Denver's finest diamond engagement ring store with 10 times the selection of diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands you'll find in average stores.
Where you get a lifetime quality guarantee that protects you for the life of the ring.
A lifetime diamond upgrade guarantee.
A 30-day money-back price and total satisfaction guarantee.
And no regrets.
Give her a diamond worthy of her and your money's worth.
Say will you with Williams.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue between Fillmore and Detroit, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait, and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, Dr. Joseph Ramos is both a doctor and a lawyer, combining legal and medical expertise. He can help. Ramos Law, the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. RamosLaw.com.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Imperfect analogies.
But Mark is not inferring that Bo Nix is a serial killer.
Poor communication.
Normally your phone by this time of the day, you haven't had it on the charger in 3 days. It's somewhere buried in a bag.
And emotional outbursts.
It would have been magical. And I would have gave the bird to Payton and down the sideline, give him the double bird as I'm running by him. Yeah, take this! You missed me!
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Very good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks so much for being with us. We got a great amount of content yesterday from George Payton and Greg Penner. Sean Payton will be talking, I think Mike Kliss told us last hour around 8:45 our time. So we'll turn that around to you as soon as possible. But George Payton, and it's clear that the Broncos version, their idea, their vision of J.K. Dobbins is not in lockstep with Broncos country. Here is George talking about the importance of bringing back J.K. Dobbins.
27 years old. He's completely healthy now. That injury was it was a hip drop. It was a freak. His body didn't break down. He could have played in the Super Bowl. This guy, from the minute he walked in our building, changed it. And so it's like, we just didn't want to let him leave. He meant too much to the building. He was a top 4 rusher in the league when he got hurt. Let's sign him back. He meant too much to this team.
Well, it's clear they don't view J.K. as being injury prone. And also, you heard it. It's like when Payton talked about Sternad and Singleton. He's like, these guys are ultimate Broncos. If we're not keeping these guys around, well, then what are we doing? Sure. And so it seems like J.K. Dobbins is part of that same group. Do his intangibles, guys, Stoke, I'll start with you. Do his intangibles carry so much weight that it makes up for his red flag injury history?
I'm not in that building. It sounds like he's unbelievable when it comes to those things, right? We saw it at training camp. We did. The guy, he was great. You could just tell. He brings energy, he brings passion. You could tell he's a great teammate. He's the one, he's that spark plug there for the offense. You need a guy like that offensively, that's going to bring some energy and kind of reminded me of Noshan a little bit. That's the way Noshan was, fiery guy, brought energy, fun, and a really good player, obviously. And, how much do those other things matter? They matter, but they shouldn't matter so much that you just say, well, this guy's a great guy and he's a great teammate. Let's re-sign him. But George had some stuff to back it up, some stats to back it up when he looks at, hey, well, this guy was a top 4 rusher before he got hurt. It wasn't like he only played in 5 games. He got 10 games in.
And said he would have been ready for the Super Bowl.
Right,
J.K. said he could have played in the NFC Championship.
Could have been ready for the Super Bowl if they made it to the Super Bowl. You just got to keep your fingers crossed. That's where you're at.
Yeah, listen, all that stuff is important. Like Stokes said, we saw it in training camp. Him just jawing with the defense, him like the energy he brought in inside run drills and everything else. And that part was tangible. It was palpable. You could see it on the practice field, and that means something. The way you practice, the competition that goes on there. Sean, he put that sign up, Competition Street. He's one of those guys that brings that competition at practice, which just makes you, it's kind of that iron sharpens iron. It makes you a better football team. Then it just comes down to the injury history. Broncos country looks at it like, man, the guy's been hurt every year that he's ever played. And I understand that, and we've talked about that too. But Stoke and I at the same points have talked about, man, this guy's a top 5 running back when healthy. Can he stay healthy? They talk about the hip drop and the freak. Well, listen, man, freak accidents happen when you play football. If you play football, it's not a matter of if. You are going to get hurt. That's the history of it. I hope he can stay healthy because I do think he's a really good player, But again, the history would tell you that you still need to back him up with more than just, R.J. Harvey.
Yes, and
that's what the history
McLaughlin
would say.
and Bidet,
Yeah.
and, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a gamble. It is a gamble, and yes, guys always are going to get hurt, and that's always a concern and a worry for you. But this guy's gotten hurt more so than a lot of other players. And so you can look at it and say, well, it was a hip drop tackle. Hey, he was doing everything was great before that. But those things happen, and it happens more to others. It happens to him a little bit more than others, unfortunately. So you got to have a plan to figure out who to add. And it's going to be in the draft. Kliss told us that. It's going to be in the draft. I think it's going to be in the 4th round. They're going to find someone, hopefully, to complement those other 2 guys. And then hopefully Harvey takes a step forward. But it is a gamble to bring back Dobbins, because ultimately, man, you got to produce on the football field, and you got to be available. I mean, you have to be available.
By the way, the whole hip drop thing, to me, is like they act like, well, it was a hip drop tackle, so that shouldn't happen. Like, when you are out there playing defense and you need to make a tackle, just like you're playing offense, you need to make a block. You're not thinking about, oh, wait a minute, I can't go, I can't cut this guy down, or I can't do this because that would be illegal. I can't jump on the back of his leg, whatever it is. When your dude's about to make a tackle or your dude's about to break free and head down the sideline, you will do as a player whatever you have to do to get that guy on the ground. So it's not like, oh, it was a hip drop tackle and that's illegal and that should never happen so that's a freak accident. That happens every game. Very few of them get called, but it happens every game. And, it just is that part to me is silly. That's football.
Coming up, we'll have 4 down territory for you, which will include, in my humble opinion, the Avalanche player that has had the biggest breakthrough season of them all. And we'll hear more from George Payton, who continues to show his support for R.J. Harvey. And I'm going to give you some reason to believe that R.J. Harvey can end up being the guy here in the Broncos backfield.
Mark, do you think that's going to do it?
You want to tell people what I'm wearing right now?
Mike wearing the jersey.
An olive branch?
The sweater. Excuse me.
This is legit. It's got the tie down in the back. So got my
I don't.
Do you think that's going to be
enough? Drew Spivak,
no, I think that's
via Mark Schlereth, via Brandon Stokley wearing the Gabe jersey.
I think it's just going to piss off Avalanche fans even more.
Well, boo-hoo. Boy, you are a wedge driver.
I'm just saying.
And you know what?
I'm just saying.
Hey, respect.
Thank you.
It looks good on you, though, Evans.
Game recognizes game, okay? You were in classic wedge driving mode.
Gosh,
last
if we
night,
could just get Uncle Billy's skates on you right now.
Oh, if I still had Bobby Orr's skates to go along with this.
Could you imagine?
Wow, what a look.
Oh.
Okay. More from George Payton talking R.J. Harvey. I got some good comps for you next.
Baseball is back. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Man, low testosterone, sneaky. Works away on you slowly. The symptoms aren't obvious right away, but they're there. Putting on a little bit more weight, less productive workouts, poor sleep, feeling bummed out, loss of sex drive. If you're wondering if this could be happening to you, urge you to take a quiz. This one's easy. Go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Take the low T quiz right on their website. It's a simple 10-question yes or no answers. It takes 2 minutes, but could go a long way towards giving you a heads up that you might be dealing with low testosterone. I met with the pros at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, took an easy test that showed, my T levels were a little on the low end. Got set up on a customized low T treatment plan. That's what they do. And almost 3 years later, here we are feeling great. So schedule a consult, just $99. Get those T levels checked. Also, ask about their 4 new body composition plans. They're designed to boost energy, support metabolism, accelerate fat loss through the benefits of GH peptides, GLP, PDA, and more. 5 locations to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and a new and improved office in The Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaWeightLoss.com, and it's never coming back. I am never gaining that weight back because I learned how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat with SodaWeightLoss.com. You can join Soda for a short time that have results that last a lifetime. Call them up at 1-866-800-SODA. That's 1-866-800-SODA. Or go online to SodaWeightLoss.com. And I lost those 60 pounds, and I'm never going back because of the personalized touch that SodaWeightLoss.com gives you with a personal nutritionist that's always available via text when you have questions, you have concerns. Sometimes you just need encouragement on your weight loss journey. Have a friend there. Have your personal nutritionist there for you. It's SodaWeightLoss.com. It's changed my life. I look and feel 10 years younger, and I love it. You'll love it too. Go to SodaWeightLoss.com. Again, call them up, 1-866-800-SODA. Join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime at SodaWeightLoss.com. SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Temper tantrums.
Was that fun, listener? Were those good questions? Did you find yourself going, man, Stokley, Evans, Schlereth, you guys are dumb. Did you have fun today?
Copyright infringement.
He took something that I have told him and tried to make it his own and just did not present very well.
And some flexible scheduling.
When I grow up, I want to have Mark's schedule. No one has a better schedule than Mark Schlereth. He just shows up and works whenever he wants to.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right. Great to have you with us here on this Tuesday morning.
I did, by the way, I did get the box out.
I noticed that this morning. I was like, what is
box
missing here? Because once you have something like that big, it's a big box, like just, right there kind of almost in the walkway when we walk through. Once you have it there for so long, you just kind of think of it as like a piece of furniture.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I was like, what is different here today? And I was like, the box is gone.
Yeah.
So
I took it
you
down.
did.
I took it downstairs, and then Mike and I filmed a little video. It's going to get released today on the Stinking Truth Podcast Network for a Man 101 because I fixed Mike's grill.
He did a great. I love giving Mark grief.
Right.
He did an amazing job on
the Coleman
camping grill.
Oh.
This thing looks brand new. It's
Wow.
10 years old. It looks brand new. This thing's got another 10 years in it.
I can't wait to see the video.
My wife was like, "We're just going to order him a new one on Amazon."
No need.
And I was like, "Listen, there's certain things like that's what a woman would do. Like that's what I said. That's what you would do. I understand that." But there are certain things a guy likes. They're like a broke-in pair of jeans.
Yes.
It's just like, dude, these are my jeans. These are this is my favorite
I mean, there's
sweatshirt.
10 years of grease and bacon and eggs and steak and burgers on that grill.
Right.
I don't want to just get rid of it.
So I just
But
said,
you couldn't fix it.
No.
Yeah.
Mike doesn't have that skill set.
No, I don't.
So,
Well, that's why
I don't
plumbers,
either.
that's why plumbers and electricians exist. For
Right.
people like me.
So
without me, you guys don't have a career.
So she's looking at it and she's like, let's just get him a new one. Just order it. Give me the what is it? It's a Coleman. And I go, no. I'm gonna fix it. So not only did I fix it, the axle's all bent. I put new wheels on it, and I had to make the wheels up because you can't get those little plastic wheels. I went and looked at the hardware store. They go, no, you got to special order those. And I go, okay, I'll come up with something. So I went down
You MacGyvered those?
Yes, I went down a different aisle, and I found these.
I didn't know this. This is breaking news.
Yeah. So I went down a different aisle, and I found these wheels that were on casters. You know how you drill something into the bottom like of a platform, like a dolly.
Yeah.
Right? They were so the wheels were on casters. So I looked at them and I was like, "Ooh, these rubber ones, and they're red, so they match the grill."
Wow.
So I bought 2 of those. I took them home. I took them apart, and I used those wheels and put the new axles in on those wheels. Straightened out that axle, put them in, and it smoothed. The tires are rubber. So it's smooth.
Smooth ride.
And
Unbelievable.
Then,
so you spent money on this process.
Yeah, each wheel was $20. It was 18 whatever, but with tax
for
it was 20
one?
bucks for each one.
So that's a 40 piece
I
right
feel
there.
Bad. Now I got to.
No.
Actually, I don't need to pay him back.
No.
Consider it
That's what I'm saying.
an advance on all the free podcast labor.
Right, exactly. So I bought these, and then I was like, this thing's got to be scrubbed down. It's so greasy and like. So then I took it over. I got the hose out. I got this grill cleaner, and I sprayed it down with grill cleaner. And then I got a sponge with the little scrubby edge on it. And I literally scrubbed that thing for over an hour.
Did you wax it too?
Wow!
I swear to God, it looks like you waxed it. It's got a gleam to it.
Yeah, it's got a gleam. Well, I used another clener on it after I scrubbed all the grease off.
Brand new. Looks brand new. I mean, like
respect.
I mean, mad respect. I mean, could we have bought another one? Yeah, but this thing is.
Yeah,
that's like part of the family.
Yeah, I don't want to give
part
it
of
up.
the camping family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of memories attached.
And then after that, Mike leaves with his grill, and I get the box. He helps me load the box.
So this
in
was
the truck.
the box from the big grease board that Mark got the station.
The little whiteboard that you can
roll it, bring
pictures.
it around.
Yeah, you can roll it.
Like
It's
like a
huge.
Tuesday, like a Telestrator Tuesday, but video version, right?
Yeah, that the station bought for y'all's podcast.
But there was a big box that was left over, and you complained about it.
Yeah.
Again, Squeaky Wheel Stokley.
Right.
I mean, this guy is influential.
He is. We used to call him squeakers.
Yeah.
Squeakers.
Wheel
So,
Stokley, man.
so I drove to one side of the building, no trash cans. So then I looped around the building, and I found 2, not one, Mike, but 2.
There were 2 dumpsters over
big
there?
dumpsters. And on Monday, they were empty.
Really?
Just, I mean, that was.
You know how I love my dumpster runs
in
my neighborhood. I love dumpster runs.
I did a quick scan.
Purge the house.
I did
just
a
get rid
quick
of stuff.
scan for cameras out there.
Oh,
yeah.
Mikey, we don't want you to get fired over here because you're.
Don't worry
you
about
know,
Stoke. Big development going in right near my house.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
My neighbor's doing basement work.
Oh.
And he had a big blue one out there, one of those big ones. Yeah, I used it. What did I throw in there? Oh goodness, I forgot what we had. We had something that I had to, and it was too big for the trash deal. But I used my neighbor. But he gave me the blessing to do it. He said, "Hey, if you ever,
that's different.
Yeah, he said if
I
you
don't
ever
have the
need
blessing.
it, right?
I just go.
That's when you have to
go,
do it.
I go. Gorilla.
You have to do that at night, though.
Night, either late at night or early in the morning.
Right. Darkness. You need
But
darkness.
I'm pumped. Like there's going to be literally hundreds of dumpsters in this new development that's going in. I'm going to have unfettered access to dumpsters for the next few years.
Oh.
Wow. I am worried though.
It's a smorgasbord of dumpsters.
I'm a little bit worried about.
How long until they give me a new one here?
I'm a little bit worried about the ring cam, that people have on their houses.
Yeah,
even in the dark, that head is like that. I've been watching The Lincoln Lawyer a bunch.
Yeah,
and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, if you get taken to court.
I'll just have to wear A hat pulled
Yeah.
low.
Oh.
Not that Nuggets hat.
No.
Because that won't cover
Not
enough.
the Nuggets hat. You can't get that thing over half of your head.
You get one of them big hats, and then people will be like, he goes, what do you mean hey, I had a hat on? There's no hat in the world that fits me. Look. And they're like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
That'll.
Hey. If the glove don't fit.
Acquitted.
If the hat don't fit.
Hey.
You must
what am I
acquit.
going to do? Look at me. Can you look at me trying to put it on? It doesn't fit. All right. We'll get to four down territory. And the guy who I believe has been the biggest breakthrough star on the Avs this season. That's coming up in just a little bit. But let's get to more of George Payton and him talking about the Broncos running back room, specifically R.J. Harvey.
We like the backs. RJ's just going to keep getting better. What do you have, 12 touchdowns, explosive receiver out of the backfield, matchup problem. He's going to get better as a runner. He got better as the year went on. Then you got Bidet, you got Jaleel, we got Cody Schrader we like. We're going to be looking in the draft. We're going to be looking after the draft. We're always looking. I mean, we didn't sign J.K. till, May or June last year. So we feel good with where we're at right now.
Who's Corey?
This new guy.
Huh?
Some guy they picked up.
Never heard of him.
What was his name? Corey Lichtenstein or something?
Futures pick or something like that?
Okay. That was a new name I hadn't
that
heard.
Was a little bit of a stretch there. George was working a little too hard to try.
Now you just like you ruined everything else when you throw Corey in there.
Yeah. Don't know anything about Corey. But do you see RB1 potential in RJ Harvey? Do you think he has the potential to be a top 10 rusher in this league?
Do I see him as a top 10 rusher? No, I don't. And I think everything George said was true. 12 touchdowns, dynamic in the passing game, matchup, nightmare in the passing game, getting better. Did he get a little bit better in running ball? Yeah, he did.
He got better, right, Mark?
Yeah, he got better. But he still, he still lacks what makes NFL running backs successful. And again, understanding that you've got to keep us on schedule, and you cannot take negative runs.
But he can learn that, can he?
You hope, yeah. And I mean, I think he can. But again, until you do it, and you do it consistently, you just don't know. I mean that, and so we'll see. Barry Sanders still to this day, I think, has more negative runs than any running back in history. But when you pop 6 a game, it's different, that's different.
Yeah, I think he can get better at that. Get more comfortable. You got a whole off season. Now you're not a rookie. You're trying to prove yourself. There's a lot going on as a rookie, and I'll raise my hand. I'm usually one that I do this probably more than anyone, and I think we all do a little bit of it. Is you look at rookie running backs and say, well, that's the easiest position to transition to in the NFL. Just run the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to that hole, run it. But still, it's still a transition, and there's still a lot to learn, and there's still a lot going on. There's a lot of thinking going on by those guys, and sometimes we don't. I don't think we give that enough credit. And so I think in his situation, he did get better as the season progressed, and I think he will get better. Hopefully he's more comfortable, but he might not. And if he doesn't, then it's going to be like, I think he'll be fine. He'll still be a serviceable back, but to take that next step and be a running back one and be a top 10 rusher in the league, yeah, he's going to have to get better at the things that Mark was talking about.
I think one of the things that can help him get better is this, switch to Davis Webb. And can you pare down the run game a little bit? Because every run that every different scheme that you run, different entry points, it has there's different schematics to it, different blocking things, the motions, the whole thing. Oftentimes, especially with young players, you got to go with the keep it simple, stupid process. And when you run a bunch of different things, you don't necessarily feel the nuance and understand the nuance of those things. That's where J.K. Dobbins, who's running a lot of different systems, with the read zone stuff in Baltimore and some of the other things that they ran in Baltimore and some of the counter stuff and, where he has got he's got history and years of understanding different schematics and how what the weak spots are of that, what the strengths are of that, where you want to avoid. R.J. Harvey, just simplifying the offense a little bit, will help him run the ball better.
So, to your point, Stoke, about how, hey, listen, becoming a really good running back in this league, it's not an automatics. There's a lot to learn. So I got to the kitchen counter yesterday.
Did you now?
And I came up with some comps, okay? So R.J. Harvey, rookie season, 540 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. Not earth-shattering. But I went back and looked at the top 10 rushers in the NFL this year and what they did their rookie seasons. And you start looking at some of these comps and you realize, hey, look, there's still a lot of room for growth for R.J. Harvey, and he's by no means a finished product already. To quote the great Zach By, his ceiling has not been established yet. Okay. James Cook, first year. Again, R.J. Harvey, 540 yards, 7 touchdowns. James Cook, first year, 507 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 490 yards, 5 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 435 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 139 yards, no touchdowns. Devon Achane, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, all were above 800 yards, but they didn't reach 1,000. The only top 10 running back in the NFL this year who went for over 1,000 yards his rookie season was, anybody want a little trivia?
Top 10 running back.
Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon did.
Actually, there's 2. Saquon and, sorry.
So much for the kitchen counter.
So you didn't have Saquon on there.
Oh, yeah. One more.
Saquon and who else?
Top 10 guy?
Top 10 guy. Bijan Robinson? He didn't have 1,000.
Yeah, he said he had 800.
Yeah.
Wow, a top 10 runner. And how long? Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention.
Oh.
Yeah, I was doing some research.
Yeah.
He was the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL this year.
3rd leading rusher.
And he went for over 1,000 yards. He was the only one other than Saquon Barkley to go for 1,000 yards in the rookie season.
Are you kind of upset that you did all that work and you missed out on Saquon? You still screwed it up?
It's all right. It's all right. Point was made. Point was still made.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just look at the.
8 out of the 10. 8 out of the 10. 8 out of the 10 did not reach 1,000 yards in their rookie season.
Top 10 pick.
Wow.
Where could we be looking at? Who picked a running back in the top 10?
No. He was a top 10 rusher this year who went for over 1,000 yards his rookie season. He was
gotcha.
out of the top 10. Only he and Saquon Barkley.
This worse than you did.
All right, nothing else. Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Oh,
so my point being is that
I forgot Indianapolis played in the NFL.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
I did. I just forgot about it.
And, of course, you forgot it because you don't, even Edger and James, you're kind of like, yeah, he was all right, but he just benefited from our passing game.
Right.
Who
couldn't have run it against
Exactly.
Cover 2.
Right.
You got 5 guys in the box.
Yep. They're all worried about the passing
10.
game. We'll give you 6 here. Sure.
Right,
have 6.
Yeah.
Have 5 here.
6 is better than Stokley hitting us for 50 over the top.
Exactly.
Right.
Step and speed. So, actually, that's the only point I want to make is that with R.J. Harvey, it's not like what you saw his rookie year is what he's going to be. There's all kinds of evidence that rookie running backs, it takes a little while to figure it out. And most of the top backs in the NFL this year, their rookie seasons prove that. So just something to keep in mind when you're looking at the progression of R.J. Harvey. And for everybody who's like, oh, they needed to go out and sign a big-name free agent running back, or they have to, go out automatically and try to move up to get a running back, there's still plenty of reason to believe that R.J. Harvey can still be that guy.
Yeah, I think that's true. I would say this. You got to look, just the numbers don't tell the entirety of the story. You'd have to look at how those guys got their 400 and whatever yards or 500 yards compared to the way R.J. Harvey got his. So there is a little bit of difference there. So I'm just telling you. How many
opportunities those guys got compared to what Harvey got.
And
did you do that homework?
Yeah. No, I did not. There was only so much I was going to give you because I knew you guys would mock it anyway. So
even though you screwed it up, even though you screwed it up,
right,
Mike,
Barkley was in at number 10. Barkley was 10. Number 10. Barkley was 10. I left him out.
It was still good stuff, though. It was still good.
It proves a point.
I know. That's giving you credit.
You know what's going to happen? stink. Can you look at every game that these 10 running backs ran their rookie years, and we can have a Telestrator Tuesday on a Wednesday?
Yes.
Go. And then
we can compare him to Harvey.
Right.
And how he looked through, his rookie season.
Look at every R.J. Harvey run compared to every Christian McCaffrey run his rookie season, and then report back to me. Okay? Time for 4 Down Territory.
It's time for 4 Down Territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with First Down.
The Avalanche destroy Calgary last night, 9-2. And how about Nazem Kadri going up against his old team for the first time since the trade? 2 goals in the first period. We were all like waiting for the hat trick. It never came. Kadri was asked if he felt bad about beating up on his old team.
I mean, that's just sports, but certainly when you run up the score, but we're also trying to get better as a team, and I think they understand that. So we're looking for that to find our mojo before playoff time, and I think everybody understands that.
Boy, after those 2 tractor pull hockey games against Winnipeg, the Avalanche had to have felt like they were freed.
It was open ice.
Open ice, baby.
Night.
Let's go.
Do you think Gabe Landeskog?
Do you think you're relentless?
Do you think he's sabotaged Kadri's hat trick by like purposely not giving him the puck? Because
I'm not going to dignify that.
Is that what happened?
Is that
Mike?
Is
that what Gabe did?
Yeah, He sabotaged him. Okay, I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I mean,
Mark.
listen.
You saw his face when Gabe scored.
If you're going to be a
and he was
wedge
so
driver, if you're going to be a wedge
disappointed.
driver, I respect the attempt to be a wedge driver. You can't try that hard. You're trying too hard.
You're doing Mark. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
That's
okay?
defensive Mike right
yep.
there.
That lets you know you're doing a great job.
No, not at all. Not
yes.
at all.
And so, y'all were in the suite last night together. So what happened when Gabe scored? What was
Place
what
went
was Mike's,
bonkers.
what was Mike's
the place
reaction?
went bonkers. Mike's head dropped. I thought he was going to break his neck.
Oh.
His head dropped. His head dropped. I almost saw tears in his eyes. And then I looked around the corner. I could see his body moving, but he was behind all the food and stuff. But I think based on the body movement that he was stomping his foot on the ground. He was like stomping his foot on the ground. Dang it.
Why would I be mad? This is just proving my point. He's on the best goal-scoring stretch of this season. So it absolutely coincides when I said, hey, listen, I'd like to see him produce a little bit more. And guess what? He's doing it. So when he scored, I'm like, hey, you're welcome.
What was the word you used?
This is exactly what I wanted.
Was it massive disappointment?
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, that's and I would like. I have said this, so
like
I'll say it again. Okay, this was a case where the mouth got ahead of the brain a little bit. Not the first time this has happened in my career. I would have I like to have massive back and maybe just go with a bit of a disappointment. So massive was too strong.
Yeah.
But I still would.
Bad mistake.
Like to
it's a bad
have a little bit
That's
more.
not going to go anywhere for a while.
Yeah, I understand that, especially with this bozo over here continuing to
exactly
drive the wedge.
No, but here's my hockey question
Drive
for
the wedge.
hockey guy. I've never seen a hat trick in person, so I would like to do that once. I've never seen one. That would be fun. But you can't. There's not a protocol or hockey code that you're running the score up on us. Because Cajun's like, they know we're trying to get better, and we weren't trying to run it up on them, but
no, I don't know.
It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're still shooting at the goal. 8-2. Why are you not passing it?
No, you don't hear that. You never hear.
Right.
There's no Steve Spurrier of hockey out there.
Yeah,
who's always accused of running it up. No,
right.
No, hockey go play the games. You can't stop them. That's your fault.
By the way,
play better.
Play better.
I've seen a hat trick. I've seen a hat trick, but I would. Look at when you break a hat
North
in
Carolina.
I would never throw my hat on this.
Mark. I mean,
if
that's
I was
a tough
do
one
that,
for me. Hey, have you ever seen a hat
yes,
trick in live?
Yes, I've seen a hat trick.
Did you have a hat on?
I always wear a hat.
Okay,
but my hat's not coming off. Like it's not. It's once I get a hat where I like it and it's broken in.
If you had that hat, you could throw it. That thing again, you used it in the yard again. It's still dirty.
Yeah,
you got it. I cleaned it last week for you.
Yeah,
it's dirty again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it into the shower.
Proof that
I forgot about the shower.
Yeah.
Proof that I'm not as defensive as you think I am. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna toss up a hanging curveball here for you.
Okay.
For you to hit like 450 feet.
All right.
If I had a hat on last night and Kadri scored a hat trick and I threw my hat down out on the ice.
Right.
Any thoughts on what would happen?
Well,
You'd be
depends.
the Shaquille O'Neal of hockey rinks.
Yeah.
You just they would have to stop the game because the ice shattered.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Shaq takes down basketball goals. Evans shatters ice.
Either that, or you'd have that little Nuggets hat with a propeller on it, and it would just be floating around like a drone, and people would be like, "Hey, look at that little hat! Look at that little hat!"
Good. Any more, Stoke? You got
no,
one?
I'm good. That's it.
I think you got any more?
No.
You're going to get off your chest?
Right now, we'd be looking for a lawyer if you threw your hat because 3 people would be dead. I don't know if
Ramos Law. Where's Dr. Ramos?
Where is he?
We need you.
We need you.
Yeah.
We need you because they were manslaughter.
Yeah.
Mike threw his hat.
Yep.
3
Killed
people
somebody.
died.
Yeah.
Probably would have hit Gabe and taken Gabe out.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and injured Gabe.
Right.
Again, I mean, they would have been Evans. Look.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened.
You good? Any more?
No, it's
so wait, but I would throw mine unless it was a hat that I couldn't replace.
Yeah.
Like you could replace that. That's a Travis Matthew hat.
Yeah,
I got the same hat on.
Right, I got 3 more of these hats.
Right, so you just throw it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it to just do that one time if you're at that and if you have a hat, unless it's irreplaceable, which most hats aren't. You probably could find it, somewhere. I would throw mine. Got to throw it. Now mine probably depends on how far back I am. It probably wouldn't reach because I can't throw. I'd have to go sidearm or like
a frisbee.
You got
like a frisbee.
Yeah, frisbee.
Well, you don't throw your hat out on the ice like a baseball. You don't make a baseball throw.
Grab the brim and
you have to kind of
like
throw
a skipping
rock.
rock.
Yeah, like a skipping rock frisbee type throw when you throw your hat. Okay. You don't go over the top.
See, I would watch and see how everyone's doing it that has done it before. Because I don't want to be the guy throwing it overhand when they're throwing it all sidearm, and I'd like, oh, who's that guy?
Any more? I'll give you one more if you'd like.
When you graduated, I'm assuming you graduated. Did you throw
from high school, from Ove Como or Southwestern Louisiana?
Did you throw up your hat? Your little graduation hat.
I don't
cap.
remember.
I didn't throw my cap.
That's usually throw that. Yeah, you throw it straight.
I didn't throw my cap.
You didn't throw your cap?
No.
Stink, what do you think happened when I threw my graduation cap?
Oh, took out all the rest of your class.
Right. You just threw it up to, like a couple of the administrators you didn't like. Took them out. Broke somebody's hip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were younger.
Took out Sherry Talon. It was just like, Marsha and her nose, my nose, that type of thing.
And your hat wasn't as big back then because you were a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
You weren't as hefty.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. Did you get all out of your system?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I mean,
all right, excellent.
For the first hour.
For the first hour. Okay. Coming up next, we'll reset the top headlines of the day. We'll hear from Mike Schlereth about what he has to say about the Broncos stadium issue, why it seems to be moving along maybe a little bit slower than anticipated. And I do want to, before I let Mark have his fun, I do want to pay off the tease. The most improved Avalanche player, and it ain't even close. That's next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Every year during March, there's always that one bracket-busting moment. The upset nobody saw coming. And let's be honest, the last thing you want is a surprise like that happening to your retirement. Hey, Brandon Stokley here. That's why I turn to my friends at Trajan Wealth. Saving is great, but feeling truly prepared is a whole different level. Trajan Wealth helped me create a clear, structured plan that actually made sense. They explained everything in plain English, gave me real choices, and never tried to sell me anything I didn't need. I'm officially a client now, and I can tell you, the peace of mind is real. I feel more secure in my family family's future, and that's what I love about Trajan Wealth. They're going to come up with that plan, that game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, your family, your needs, because everyone is a little bit different. So if you want a retirement strategy that won't fall apart in the first round, call my friends at Trajan Wealth today. 720-204-8100. They got offices in Brookville, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. That's 720-204-8100. Trajan Wealth, your future clearly planned. You can visit them online and start building your winning plan at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments can help you finally get rid of that joint pain that's keeping you from really being able to enjoy life. Let's take a little pop quiz. No groans, please. This one is important and could really be a game changer for you. Simple yes or no answers here. Do you have consistent joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or back? Does the pain keep you from getting a good night's sleep? Are you missing work or saying no to activities you enjoy? Do you want to avoid surgery and a long recovery? Are you flat out over it? Tired of taking medications every day just to try to get through? Okay, pencils down. Did you answer yes to more than one of those questions? Then reach out to QC Kinetics. The treatments are easy, done right in their office so you can be in and out and on with your day. The consultation is free. You got nothing to lose but that debilitating pain. So call 303-900-8986, 303-900-8986, with locations in Aurora, Superior, Highlands Ranch, and the Springs. It's QC Kinetics.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Pepsi at King Soopers, 11747 West Ken Carl Avenue in Littleton, Wednesday, April 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. Stop by for your chance to win tickets to Wednesday's Avs game and sample Gatorade's low sugar line.
Opening day is here. Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan at the Thirsty Lion at Union Station this Friday as we broadcast live from 10 to 6. Stop by for pregame fun and your chance to win a $250 Thirsty Lion gift card. Thirsty Lion. Come as strangers, leave as friends.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Names that rhyme, takes that hit different. Shapiro and Piro is happy hour sports talk built for the modern fan. Local stories, hidden gems, and the mustache monologues you never knew you needed. Weekdays at 3 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Subscribe now at Denver Sports 104.3 and get in on the action. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Massive biceps.
Your arms look big. I don't know if it's fat or muscle.
You watch, not you. Minor accomplishments.
I did yoga yesterday. I signed up and took a yoga class yesterday.
And having each other's backs. Mrs. S, Lana, Stoke's playing golf today, and Stoke has no intention of going appliance shopping with you.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Just so you know, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, good news on this Tuesday morning. Great news. Even though you ran out of jokes for what it would be like if Nazem Kadri scored a hat trick last night after getting 2 quick goals.
Oh, the texters.
And if I had thrown my hat out on the ice, what that would have been like. You ran out of jokes, but the listeners were there to pick up the slack. Let's see. Imagine Mike's hat. That thing would be like the parachute kids play with in gym. Mm-hmm. They would use Evans's hat to collect up all the other hats.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there was another one just like that. So 2 people were thinking the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, 3 people were all thinking the same thing. Let's see. If Evans threw his hat on the ice, they'd have to get both Zambonis to pull it off. Good.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some creative, smart people out there.
Let's see. What else we got? If you threw your hat, the Avalanche would immediately use it and give it to the star of the game. That's what they did last year. The big hat.
Big hat.
The big hat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I got to ask about, Mike, you wore the Landeskog jersey sweater last night.
Yes,
Mark,
I did.
Right? And you got it from Drew.
Yeah.
Mike, I wore it for a segment. Mike is wearing it now, but there's like a big stain. Was that there before? Because if not, I mean, that's a big stain right above the patch, the C patch.
Yeah.
Does Drew know it? Did you do that?
Did you make a mess at
No.
the game last night?
That was not.
It's like a pizza. You just kind of wiped your mouth over the
get a little,
that's what it does look like.
Sauce on your pizza got under the shirt?
No, I did not eat any pizza. The only thing I ate was some berries.
Berries. He's so boring now.
So boring. Now that he's down
He's like,
to
I'm going to the hockey game, and then you stay for one period, and then you don't eat, and I'm eating berries, and I'm drinking a lot of water, and I've lost
he's so
30
happy
pounds.
because if you're watching on the Denver Sports YouTube channel, you now can see that he's got a little bit of that indentation on his above his jawline.
Right. Another 6 to 8 pounds.
Be like Tom Brady.
Another 6 to 8 pounds, and you could cut your hand if you touch my jaw.
Wow.
That's how sharp my jaw is right now.
So you didn't, but are we sure that was there?
I saw some stuff on that. So I carried that. I hand carried that to my car. I drove down to the stadium. So I didn't eat Mexican with that jersey on because I know I'll spill something. I'll spill some salsa or whatever. So I didn't have that. And then I drove down, and when I got out of the car into the parking lot, I put it on, and then I didn't.
Well, all of that, you can say all that you want, but once someone loans it to you, if you bring it back and that wasn't on there before, that's on you.
Well, then I'll wash it if that's.
I mean, that's not. You're not getting that out. That's like deep tomato. So you're not getting that out. That's
I'm not
forever.
I'm not getting that out. But Mrs. S.
Yeah, she'll.
Does she have like a secret recipe?
Gosh, that woman.
Was this like passed down from in Alaska?
Alaska stuff, yeah.
This is like this is
walrus,
blubber,
ivory or something that y'all use. Or?
Yeah, it's like she's got
whale oil.
Yes,
whale oil.
She got special. She got special she's got secret powers, like cooking, baking, and laundry,
and teaching Tommy Moe the Tommy Moe tuck.
Good point.
The Tommy Moe tuck, you're crazy. I mean, but seriously, if you wouldn't just, how does that get? It looks like pizza sauce.
Let's consider the source, though. Okay,
it's
Drew's jersey, and one thing we know about Drew, he's always eating.
Have you ever seen anybody eat more than Drew? And just thoroughly, there's no guilt, there's no remorse, just thoroughly enjoying whatever fast food.
Yes.
You would think that guy would weigh about 450.
Yes.
As every day I walk in, he's got Chipotle, then he's got Chick-fil-A, then he's got, then he's got Raising Cane's, Buffalo Wild Wings.
By the way, I'm not going to lie. I'm jealous. I will flat out admit I'm jealous of his ability to eat all that kind of just good junk food. And, yeah, not be 400 pounds.
So I forgot
Respect.
the sauce. That has to be.
Has
he had
to
to be like.
I mean, what do you
pizza,
think that is? Yeah, it's pizza.
Oh yeah,
marinara, like he's eating, some kind of cheese sticks.
Yeah.
Dipping in the marinara,
And then Landeskog scores and he throws it in the air and it lands on his shoulder. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
all right.
Somebody asked the question. It's a fair question on the text line. What are you guys talking about?
I love it when this song just comes on randomly.
Yeah.
It's the 80s on 8.
You just automatically.
New York, London, Paris, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music.
All right, let's get to sports. Speaking of the game last night, the Avalanche just rolled 9-2, 8 different goal scorers, including the guy that I think easily wins the most improved breakout Avalanche player of the year award. Care to guess who that is?
Does he wear number 70?
No, not a bad guess. I would probably maybe put him, Sam Malinsky, as runner-up.
Okay.
In this category.
Drury.
Nope.
Where is he? Does he get third?
No,
He's
he's
the third star.
No, because he's delivered as you'd expect him to deliver. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you guys like the games. Come on now.
Gosh.
He scored a goal last night.
Kelly?
Parker Kelly.
Okay.
Parker Kelly he started to show signs of it last year, his first year. Now, this is a guy who spent his first 4 years in the NHL. He's not a kid. He's been around the NHL now, 6 years, and spent the first 4 years of his career in Ottawa, but came over to the Avs and started to show something as a fourth-line player. And this year, 18 goals, easily a career high. His previous high had been 8. 18 goals, 32 assists, again a career high, plus-minus of 16, which he had never been a plus player in his career. He's now plus 16. He's been terrific.
Did you say 32 assists?
32 points.
You said 32
I
assists.
apologize. 18 goals, 14 assists.
Okay,
32 points, which is a career high. Playing on that line with...
it started with a kitchen table.
Yeah.
They didn't have Saquon
playing
Barkley.
on a line with Jack Drury and Yoel
Continues,
Kiviranta, and that line has been clicking all season.
Yeah, I think we're all just really connected. Been playing together for pretty much 2 years now, and I think we just know where everyone's going to be on the ice, where we love to talk to each other, which makes it a lot easier. And Kivy and Jack, they make my life so easy out there. So yeah, they definitely make me a better player, and I try to make them better players too. But I feel like we're all just contributing, and we're at the end of the day, it's just being connected as a group of three, both in the D zone and offensive zone.
Side note, did you know that Kiviranta's first name is Joel? I thought his first name was Kivy and his last name was Ranta. Did you know that?
I'm not going to get me in a really. It's not Joel.
Uh-huh.
Nice try. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know why you're like this? You know why you're like this? Because you got such a good night's sleep last night because you left the game after the first period.
No, this cold.
Did the Irish goodbye.
This cold has got me. I had a tough time falling asleep. I kept getting this nasal drip into my throat. I kept getting up. I got up probably 4 times. And then this morning at 4, I was just like, that's it. I'm not going to sleep anymore. So I get up and I get myself a cup of tea, and I hope Mrs. S ain't listening. I sit down where she sits. First off, I'm sick, so she'd be pissed to know that I sat down where she normally sits. And
you're not contagious anymore, but
no.
go on.
Okay, so then I have this cup of tea, and it's dark, right? So I didn't want to turn on the lights downstairs because even like a little bit of light shimmering through the crack in the door because it wasn't closed all the way up in our bedroom. And I put the teacup on the edge of the little lampstand, and it fell over on the couch.
Oh no!
And spilled tea all over the couch.
Oh, did you put a pillow over it?
What'd you do,
dude? I was first off, I got a bunch of paper towels and I patted it down, and then
what color's the couch?
It's like a purple. It's like a purple, dark
purple couch.
Yeah, purple. It's like Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, we're
Purple
like
Rain?
Yeah,
What
it's like
the
Prince.
heck?
It's like
Who has
Prince.
a purple couch?
They get a little-
Purple?
They get a little freaky
Is
over
that
there at the
what-
Schlereth house.
Wow. Jeez. What are we doing? Is it like a shag purple?
Yeah.
It's like
Wow.
Studio 69 over there
Yes.
at the Schlereth house.
Holy cow.
That's right. It's purple.
Purple couch?
And it is glorious.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So the tea blended right in. The tea blended into the purpleness of the couch. And so then I patted it down with
No telling what else is on that
Right.
couch, by the way.
I patted it down
Oh, my gosh.
with paper towels, and then I let it kind of dry. And then I was over there waving it this morning.
Oh, my
trying
God.
to like fan it.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. She's going to – there's
There's
no
no
way she
question
will not
she will
notice.
notice.
Yeah, she'll notice.
I'm going to tell her that I just spilt water on it mixed with a little bit of tea. When she says that's not water.
Well, don't worry. She's got the whale blubber, whale oil thing to get all stains out. So
Yeah.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, So congratulations to Parker Kelly. Heck of a season. And, you start looking at the boxes. You start looking at the boxes you need to check when you're talking about what did I you guys?
What? No, because he was talking about the Kivirante guy.
Kivirante, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he said he didn't realize his first name was.
It's not Joel. It's not pronounced Joel. It's Joel.
Joel.
Kivirante. It's a Y.
Jeez.
Well, he's not from the U.S.
But does he know how to speak Swedish?
Where's he from?
Okay, ugly American. You want him to just say, "Hey, you're here now. You're Joel."
Yes, that's what happens.
By the way, so at the beginning of the game, they sing the Canadian because it's the Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
The Canadian national anthem and our national
Yes,
anthem.
wonderful job done by I don't know her name.
She was
great, but yeah,
incredible.
no, she's awesome. She's awesome.
But I just wanted to say, much like the Olympics, our national anthem way better than the Canadian.
Yeah.
Way better. Just way better.
She sang both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
No
to
way.
back.
Oh yeah, they
No
do that.
way.
They always do that. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
She was awesome.
Wow.
That girl can sing.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Who was it? Got to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
It's
Kiviranta.
Yoel.
Yoel.
It's Amanda Hawkins. I believe I have that right. So
that's
if I'm wrong, please. I know somebody will correct me, but I believe it's Amanda Hawkins who sings it. And for years, the great lead singer for Opie Gone Bad, Jake Schroeder.
Yeah, Jake Schroeder.
He sang for years and years and years. So no,
Yeah.
we've been blessed with really good anthem singers. But yeah, they sing both of them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I just thought, I was just listening to it and following the words.
Mm-hmm.
Our anthem.
Yeah.
Another check for us.
Kicks
Yeah,
butt.
Another check. Yeah.
All right,
We
hey.
just kick that
I'm not
ass.
gonna- yeah.
So that's what we did.
That's what we do. Okay.
saying.
The only downside, by the way, from the Avs game, Cale Makar did leave late in the second period. Took a couple of pretty good checks up against the boards. Seemed to be favoring his shoulder. Not surprisingly, he left the game with an upper body injury. And will be reevaluated today. So that's the only downer to come out, and we will certainly be holding our breath to make sure that Cale is okay. So
Yeah, I mean, things are winding down quickly. What, 9 games left? So, I mean, you got to be, I mean, you don't want to be without him.
Nope. Oh, right.
So, yeah, you got a big lead right now. That was a good win. 8 points up on Dallas, so, yeah.
And what else do they have?
A game in hand.
Bird in the bush.
Nobody. I actually had other people text in saying I'm with Stoke that they didn't know what a game in hand meant.
I didn't know what it meant.
No?
No. I'd never heard it said before.
Yeah.
And like
You never
usually-
heard that? Never heard that, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
Game in
I
hand.
think I probably learned that early on in my radio career with Mike. The
Right.
Game in hand.
You don't pay attention to it until this late in the season.
So
it
that
doesn't
means-
matter until you get down to like this part of the season where you start looking at leads and points and all that kind of stuff, and you realize, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They played one more
They
game
played one
than
more
the
game,
Avs.
so that's an opportunity for us to take advantage of that
Right.
extra game.
Get an
or
extra 2
free
points.
game to get points, right?
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah.
The Avs have played 73, Dallas played 74.
Game in hand.
Yep.
Or as
Minnesota's also played 74.
bird in the bush, as Snake
Bird in the
likes to
bush.
say.
I like to call it a bird in the bush.
By the way,
I was
nobody.
educated yesterday.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats the Colorado Rockies 4 straight times to start the season. Nope.
Just doesn't happen.
No.
Mark, people were mad at me because I was actually pulling for the Blue Jays because I wanted to see history.
Right.
And I think sometimes when you're embarrassed and you start bad history, that's how things change.
Yeah.
That's how you make progress. And, if you go out there and you win, 65 games this year, it's like, oh, we're making money left and right at course. Business is good. Perfect. We're just going to keep this model going. But if you get embarrassed like you did last year, like you're on ESPN, like historic embarrassment.
And it was enough of an embarrassment for them to finally, after decades, break away from their old model and bring in new guys from the outside.
Yeah, that was my point.
Because what are you hoping another embarrassing season that you're apparently rooting for will create?
See, now I'm done. Now I'm pulling for them.
Now you're pulling for them.
Yeah.
But you wanted them to lose yesterday.
Dude, 14 to 5. I mean, that wasn't.
Oh, you should have seen the picture for the Blue Jays. I felt bad. He buckled his knee in I think it was the 3rd inning, and he was going for a ball to his left and went for it, grabbed the ball, and then his knee just hyperextended. ACL, got to be ACL. So, and then the Rockies' bats got hot. How about that?
Baseball, man. I mean, if you want to categorize what happened yesterday, that's just baseball, where a team that looks inept, incompetent, loses 3 straight games, goes up to Toronto, the defending American League champions, who looked really good in sweeping their first series. And what happens? Baseball happens.
Yeah.
And the bad Rockies.
I can't believe the Rockies weren't tired.
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I can't believe they weren't tired, though. How did they go out there and perform, and how were they able to hit the ball? Because they played on Sunday in Miami,
right,
and had to fly
to a different country.
To a different country.
Right.
And go out there and play the next day.
Yeah.
If that was the Nuggets, oh
my
wow.
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what kind of extra security you have to go through at the border, right?
Takes a little longer.
You fly
time.
into Buffalo.
I can't even believe that Canada lets us fly into their country these days.
Right.
I mean, we already own y'all in hockey.
Right.
Better national anthem.
Right.
Like any hockey, whatever you want. Women's, men's, all of them. We own you.
Yep.
And then
we have better maple syrup than you do. I'm sorry. Vermont, New Hampshire maple
and
syrup.
Jemima's?
Wow.
Absolutely beats Canada. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stand up for that one. So,
is there anything that they have that's better than what we have? Anything?
So
I do like Labatt's.
Do you?
I like Labatt's.
Maybe.
No. Maybe that's
what is that a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's like Molten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Says the guy who's been telling me about, I love these beers. They're like, only got 25 calories in them.
Yeah. Keep me light.
Yeah,
keep you light. They're doing a great job.
Oh,
wow.
damn.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. That was. I know. Gloves been off today. That was good.
Gloves been off all day long.
Yeah. It
I don't think you're going to come out of this unscathed.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take a stray.
I mean, you're not going to be Floyd Mayweather, just dancing around the ring, never really throwing the punch, and when it's all said and done, Floyd Mayweather.
All right, see y'all later. That was
He's
fun
so
show.
great, man. But does the Rockies win lend a little bit of support, credence to what manager Warren Schaefer said after the sweep? That hey, we keep playing this way, even though we lost these first 3. We did a lot of good things, and if we keep playing this way, we're going to win a lot of baseball games. Does them following up kind of show that, hey, maybe he's got his finger on the pulse of the team?
I don't know about a lot of games, but, I mean, listen, play hard. They lost 3 games to Miami, all by 1 score. So, all by 1 run. So, hey, man, this is great. I love the fact that they won. I'm with Stoke, man. I'm deep down inside, I'm a Rockies fan. I watch a lot of Rockies baseball. And I want to see him have success. It's fun. This city is fun in the summertime when the Rockies are playing well.
Well, it's fun to talk about them, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, and Zach and I were down there for opening day. We went to the park. We were interviewing players, at Blake Street Tavern. Place is hopping, and it's like, media members, actually, like national media members are picking them to go to the World Series.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's right. I remember that, yeah.
So, you had that. So there's a lot of buzz. I mean, they were playing playoff baseball. And that was fun. That was awesome. So, I just want to get back to that.
I was driving to the hockey game yesterday. I'm listening to Dante Gomez and Mike Rice right here on the Fan, and they were talking about that first series. Two good baseball guys. They were breaking it down. They were talking about the bullpen and, stats and everything like that. It was just a quick little reminder to me that, boy, if we could ever have a really good Rockies team, baseball conversation throughout the summer would be awesome.
It would be. It would be.
It'd be awesome. So, anyway, they do get the win. They're now 1-3 to start the season. Nuggets off today. They're back in action tomorrow as they continue to finish up here the last, 6 games of the season. And just like I said, holding our breath with Cale Makar, holding our breath with Aaron Gordon. I mean, you want to talk about...
Have we got an update on him?
No.
On Gordon, he had the tight calf.
Woke up on Sunday, right?
Woke up on Sunday. Hadn't played since Friday,
right.
But woke up on Sunday with some soreness and was a late game scratch. So, we shall see what happens.
I'm hoping that it was just very cautious and be careful. It's getting late in the season. If he's feeling anything, it might just be, hey, I'm just a little sore, whatever. It might not even be a big deal at all. They're not gonna play him.
Maybe you just caught a calf cramp in your sleep. You get one of those every now and again.
Oh, I hate those things.
Oh, gosh. Or a hamstring cramp in the middle of your sleep.
I get them in the calf. Oh,
I'll get them in the hamstring or the calf.
By the way, got it lanced yesterday.
Yes,
yeah.
Oh. So you
went to the doctor?
What do you think I did? Do you think I went to the doctor to get it done? I had this infected fingernail. And this
cuticle, they call that a cuticle.
And this really expanding
pustule.
I mean it was like a pus, like a
pustule,
pus bag or
and
something.
Everything was red around it. It was
red,
really...
but there was this big thing of pus. It was expanding.
Yes.
So you were saying go to the doctor.
I said, yeah, just do it right.
Stink. You were saying
I'd have cut
do
my
it
own
at
finger
home.
off.
Right.
Do it at home. Right.
Yeah.
What do you think I did?
You went to the doctor.
I went to the doctor.
Yes, you're smart.
I went to the doctor, but let me tell you.
That's smart. That's smart.
Now, I know, but here's what I learned. I learned a lot, actually. So whenever you have a blister that forms, that gets all kind of, puffy and there's great stuff in there, that's actually a good sign because it means that the source of infection is getting
localized.
What it's doing is getting rid of the dead bacteria, and it's pushing it out away from the area of infection and creating this little, bag of pus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a good sign. So the doc said, actually, you're on the good side of it. It's recovering. It should recover on its own. But do you want me to, take care of it now? I go, let's do it. He goes,
That's a way to man.
He goes, you're not somebody who's afraid of fluids coming out of your own body. I'm like, no way. I like it. When I get blood drawn, I watch the needle go in. I don't have any problem with that. I'm tough. You probably faint. But yeah, he not only he put a little pin in there,
just like I said,
like you said, and then he just expertly pushed all the pus out and
just like I would have done.
And here's what he said. He said, because I said, is that something I could have done by myself? He goes, yeah.
Oh,
of course.
So, Stink, I actually at that moment thought of you and said, okay, next time I'll follow.
Next time you won't be such
We'll
a
do
wussy.
it in studio next time.
Yeah.
Leave me a hammer. Johnny, you got a hammer back there so I can smash one of his fingers?
Let's create something.
And get a pustule
Can you go cut off a little bit of a bush outside? Let me just kind of run my hands over it there. You know, let's get this thing.
Shove like a shard of something in your underneath your fingernail so we can get a pustule going.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. So thanks to the doc, but yes, to your point, I could have done it.
Of course you could have. The fact that you don't listen to me, after 10 years, you should know better.
George Payton answered the question that so many of you in Broncos country have been asking the last month plus. What's the question? What's his answer? That's next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, if you are receiving those not-so-subtle warning letters from the IRS, the upcoming tax deadline can feel like it's the fourth quarter and you're trailing by 3 touchdowns. But If we learned anything from a certain football team around here, comebacks are possible if you have the right team. Get Advanced Tax Solutions on your side. Led by their founder, Todd Whalen, you're gaining over 50 years of experience as an IRS solution and tax debt relief company right here in Denver. It doesn't matter why you got behind your payments to the IRS. It happens. Good people making honest mistakes or just not knowing they were falling behind. Advanced Tax Solutions will get you back in the system, work out resolutions or compromises with the IRS that has saved clients thousands and thousands of dollars, sometimes well into six figures. So if it's tax levies, tax debt, back taxes, or any other type of tax problem, let Advanced Tax Solutions help lead you to victory. Call 303-753-6040 and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaWeightLoss.com, and it's never coming back. I am never gaining that weight back because I learned how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat with SodaWeightLoss.com. You can join Soda for a short time that have results that last a lifetime. Call them up at 1-866-800-SODA. That's 1-866-800-SODA. Or go online to SodaWeightLoss.com. And I lost those 60 pounds, and I'm never going back because of the personalized touch that SodaWeightLoss.com gives you with a personal nutritionist that's always available via text when you have questions, you have concerns. Sometimes you just need encouragement on your weight loss journey. Have a friend there. Have your personal nutritionist there for you. It's SodaWeightLoss.com. It's changed my life. I look and feel 10 years younger, and I love it. You'll love it too. Go to SodaWeightLoss.com. Again, call them up 1-866-800-SODA. Join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime at SodaWeightLoss.com. SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Caffeine Kicks.
You're drinking from a cup of coffee that's clearly not yours.
Right.
Because on the side it says, Mama needs more coffee.
Selective amnesia.
I mean, things come out of my mouth. I don't remember from segment to segment what I said.
And oversimplification.
Mike used to be intelligent before he started working with me, and I've dumbed him down.
He has dumbed me down a lot. I'll be honest, it's going to be hard to dumb me down.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
We'll hear from Sean Payton, who is scheduled to talk at the owners' meetings here in the next half hour. We'll turn that around as quickly as we can. But we did hear a lot from George Payton yesterday. And George gave an answer to probably the question that has been asked most by Broncos country over the last month, and that is their approach to free agency, why they chose to bring so many guys back, why they chose not to really go outside to sign free agents. Here's what George Payton had to say.
We like our players. I mean, that was the plan. We compare all our players to what's there in free agency, and our guys favored, where they were pretty high. And we won a lot of games with these guys. They fit the culture, and not everyone does. Hard work and good play. I mean, you're talking Singleton and Sternad and J.K. Dobbins, who really changed the landscape of our offense, and Trout and those type of guys. And then you kind of look, it's just an extension of what we've done over the last year and a half. We had 10 extensions, and these are some of the best players in the league. Sertan, Meinerz, Benito, Zach Allen, Roach, Court, Bull, all these guys. And so you can't do that and then make a big splash like some of these teams do. And so we feel really good with what we accomplished in free agency. We filled a lot of needs with good players that we know, and yet we had flexibility to go make a trade. And so if we just jumped out and made a big splash, the trade, we wouldn't have been able to make the trade.
All right. So does that answer make you feel better, Stoke, about the approach they've taken?
No, I haven't. I don't think it's been the worst approach. I think a lot of people were panicking because it just wasn't anything going on. The one thing that I disagreed with was not going out and getting a tight end and re-signing Troutman, right? Getting a more dynamic tight end to pair with Ingram. And Mark we talked a lot about Alton.
Well, he wasn't available. He re-signed with Tampa before free agency, or in the first hours of free agency.
Well, exactly. So he was available, Mike. So you have a tampering period. So you can make your wishes known, especially all the way back to Indy, the scouting combine, where you're talking to all these agents. So I know what you're saying, but how about I thought they could have upgraded that position and possibly the running back position. But they decided to re-sign Dobbins. Other than that, and then you go out and you made a great move for Waddle. That's a great move. So, you don't need to make all these big moves that are, headliners, that are splashy moves just to get people excited about, oh, look how much money we spent. We spent all this money. Guess who we are? We're the Raiders. Yeah, okay. That usually doesn't work out well. So you want to keep your guys and spend, especially if you got good players, use most of your cap on keeping your dudes, your guys that and they've done that, and then they made the trade. Just the tight end position was the one negative for me.
I would have liked the tight end that had the versatility to be both a blocker and a route runner, and then that would free up, you free up Ingram to hopefully be more of that joker that, you thought he was going to be, that they claimed he was going to be, that really didn't turn out. But you say this all the time, Mike. The team, when it comes to free agency, the team that knows them best decided to let them go. And in regards to the Broncos, the team that knew them best decided, let's just re-sign them all because they're great dudes and they're really good players. And so, they're around them more than we're around them. I mean, obviously, they're with them every day. And they looked at the free agent market and said, are any of these guys really that much better than the guys we have? And their conclusion, obviously, with these signings was no, they're not. And so, the Waddle thing was big. And I think you have to look at it and you've got to, just to coin an old Rockies term, you got to trust the organization. Well, they've earned the right to be trusted. Back then, the Rockies hadn't earned the right to be trusted. When I was it Bill Guyvette who said you got to trust the organization.
Yeah. Just dripping with
condensation.
Yes.
Wait, that's water.
No. Yeah. I know. I was thinking the same word. It's condescension. Dripping. He's like he just
condescension.
Condescending. He was very condescending.
Condescending.
Very patronizing.
Yeah.
Patronizing. I
don't know. I've
heard patronizing too.
Yeah, I always get those. Yeah. Patronize. I thought patronize is when you you patronize a restaurant or a store. Patronize is when you pat somebody on the head, it's okay.
Nice job. Yeah. No, he was. Oh God, I remember the time he came on. He's just dripping with and if you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. But we know, and you got to trust the organization. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, pal. Back to the tight end conversation there, Stoke. If you're telling me that Cade Otton could have been persuaded, then yes, that's one that got away because you guys both made a very compelling case for what Cade Otton. I just get the sense the fact that he went right back to Tampa tells me that even before the legal tampering period, they had already pretty much agreed to the structure to bring him back, and it was going to take a unbelievable effort to get him to turn. So other than him, I mean, are you upset they didn't get Isaiah Likely?
Nah.
Are you upset they didn't get Dallas Goedert, at the end of his career?
No.
So
he was the one guy, really.
Yeah, so if you're telling me he was in play, that there was a chance, okay, missed opportunity. But I really don't think he was, and so therefore I don't really have any, sour grapes about how they handled the tight end position.
Let's go get a tight end in the second round.
Let's do it.
And I'll feel better.
Yeah. I'm all
I'll
for
feel
it.
a lot better if we're able to
Who's
do
the guy,
that.
Stowers? You like Stowers?
Yeah,
Stowers.
you like Stowers? Yeah, he was like, I mean, that guy.
Vanderbilt?
Yeah, he was.
Vandy.
I mean, he was willing. He wasn't a beast blocking anybody, but he was a willing participant. And it was a good receiver, man. Rip seams and was a big play threat. So that's a guy that I can work with. That's a guy that I think would fit into that tight end room exceptionally well.
The only thing, well, let's get to this because there's the one thing that came through in George Payton's comments yesterday. It matters, but I can't help but wonder if the Broncos are making too big a deal of this. And I'll tell you what that is coming up next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, 20 years ago, I stopped my hair loss thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration. Guess how many times I've been back since then? 0. No follow-ups, no touch-ups, nothing. That's what I mean when I recommend Advanced Hair Restoration and their quick and easy one-day hair loss solution. I remember that day clearly. Relaxing, watched movies, dozed off a couple times, had a good lunch. The aftercare directions were easy to follow, and right away my own natural hair started to grow in. If you're fed up with losing your hair, see what Advanced Hair Restoration can do for you. Oh, and an added bonus, you'll work with Dr. Tanya Pauls, who did my hair 20 years ago. She is a legend in this field. You choose how much hair and where, and Advanced Hair does the rest. One day. That's it. One day can last a lifetime. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Got to call for 720-459-HAIR or at advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. I've been around Denver for a long time, and I'm telling you what, Gravina's does it right. The first time, every time. That's one of the reasons they've been in business for 52 plus years, because they take care of you. It's not just tough talk, it's real quality. And it's why I trust Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. Right now, 25% off Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, 8 times stronger than vinyl, the toughest windows on the market. You're also going to get 20% off of James Hardy siding, engineered to resist hail, fire, moisture, even woodpeckers. And you can invest wisely with 12 months, no interest, no payments. It's not going to get better than that, guys. Schedule a free consultation with Gravina's Window Center of Littleton today. Call them 303-794-0490 or online at windowsforyourhome.com. Remember, 25% off Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, 20% off of James Hardy siding, 12 months, no interest, no payments. Call today for that free consultation. 303-794-0490 or online at windowsforyourhome.com.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040. I want to tell you about one of the cases I'm most proud of. And it's not because the number is eye-popping, although it is. It's because the clients trusted us to get them justice, and we delivered for them. Our clients were a wonderful couple, weren't looking to get rich. In fact, they kept saying, Dan, we're not looking to set any records here. But they were seriously injured, and despite promising to take care of them, when it came time to do the right thing, the insurance companies played hardball. We set it for trial and wound up getting $8.5 million. Plus, my lovely wife, Kimberly, was able to get all of their medical bills wiped out, putting hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in the clients' pockets. We were proud to help because our clients were good-hearted people who deserved justice. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we are here to help at 303 Law 4040, where you always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303 Law 4040.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Ditch the bland, flavorless sports talk and tune into Freshly Grated, where Will Peterson and Marcello Romano serve up piping hot takes and bold opinions with no filter and an extra side of sarcasm. Every weekday at 2 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Like and subscribe today at Denver Sports 1043 and come along for the ride. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Raw emotion.
I'm crying right now. I have tears in my eyes. These are legitimate David Edelman tears.
Deceptive tactics.
I'm not falling for that Louisiana draw country boy, not that bright. I'm not falling for it anymore.
And thick accents.
Ask Stoke to say groin for me, will you please?
Groin.
Groin. Groin. Groin. So it's not groin, it's groin.
Groin.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
It's like spoiled. With you, it's spoiled.
Mondays with Marilat, but on a Tuesday, are presented by the Birdie Bar, premier indoor golf bar and restaurant in downtown Louisville, locally owned and operated. Find them at birdie.bar on the web and Instagram. You could not be with us yesterday. Boy, you have an eventful life. You know, whether it's coming up with play dates for your 19-year-old kids.
Yep. During spring break, it's a tough time.
It is a tough time. You got to keep them occupied.
You're bored.
You know, or, rehab for, one of your kids' injuries. And now you're dealing with what? A wrist?
Yes.
What happened?
I have a torn ligament in my wrist. So then it's also dislocated, like just permanently dislocated. So it's a matter of what they're going to do to fix it. So yesterday was, are we going to be able to reconstruct this thing or no? And the answer is no. They're just going to remove 3 bones and then reset it. And I'm going to be able to have like this much mobility in my wrist for the rest of my life.
How did you permanently dislocate your wrist and tear ligaments? What were you doing?
I tore the ligament at the gym, and I knew I did it. I heard it pop. So I've been going to the doctor for like 2 years to get this looked at, and they kept going, well, there's just fluid on it. There's nothing. And they'd give me a cortisone shot, and 3 days later it would hurt like heck. So I finally just went to a different doctor, and it took them like 5 seconds. They're like, oh, yeah, you tore your ligament. So it's been an ongoing saga. So I apologize I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm happy you guys were willing to be flexible with me.
Which wrist is it?
My right wrist.
You look fine to me.
I know. Well, if I stood up, you'd see how swollen it is. And it's I'm not looking for, certainly from this crew, sympathy. But it's debilitating when you can't move your right hand, it's pretty terrible.
What would you advise there, Dr. Stink? I mean, you were giving me all
Cut
kinds
it
of...
open yourself and remove the bones, and I would stitch it back up, and I would play football the next day.
Yeah, no, I would just
Very good.
I just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Get some tape.
Yeah. Rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it.
Yeah.
I mean, to some
Get back
extent,
out there.
I have been. Like, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing.
Right.
I wrap it up and gut it out.
Did you listen to the press conferences yesterday?
Some of them.
Yes.
And I read Andrew Mason's recaps and, some of the stuff our guys did at DenverSports.com.
Well, what'd you make of, George Payton? He talked about the free agents. He's like, we just liked our guys better.
And specifically, I want you guys all to hear and respond to this, and starting with you, James, because the argument he was making for bringing back J.K. Dobbins, I just wonder if they're going a little too far with this.
He's 27 years old. He's completely healthy now. That injury was it was a hip drop. It was a freak. His body didn't break down. He could have played in the Super Bowl. This guy, from the minute he walked in our building, changed it. And so it was like, we just didn't want to let him leave. He meant too much to the building. He was a top 4 rusher in the league when he got hurt. Let's sign him back. He meant too much to this team.
Look, I understand when Sean first got here, the need to change the culture, and everybody would agree the Broncos get straight A's for having changed the culture around here. I just wonder if it's gone a little too far, and that a lot of these personnel moves are being sort of sold to us with the idea of, well, they're the ultimate Broncos. Are they going a little bit too far?
Yeah.
With the culture part of this.
It feels like, remember they had that draft where everybody was a captain?
Captain. The captain draft.
We're taking nothing but captains on their college team. Like, okay, all right.
Who's that receiver from Penn State? He was one, wasn't he?
KJ Hamler.
Was Hamler, I think, one, too?
So it feels a little bit like that, of like you're trying to sell me on this too much. He didn't say anything there that was not true, right? Like, he was a top 4 rusher when he got hurt. He did get hurt on a hip drop, but he's always hurt. And then it also comes down to, well, what was the supply and demand here? Were there a lot of other teams clamoring to get him? I think it was with you guys that Mike Kliss said that there was a couple other teams interested, so maybe that changes it. But, man, it's a guy that feels like you could have signed in May or June and gotten a lot better value, just like you did last year, as opposed to what they paid him. I think, and Mike, I heard your stats this morning on my way in about the top 10 running backs. It was very convoluted, but I think I figured it out. The top 10 running backs and what
it was convoluted because these two made a mess of it, okay?
And what they did as a rookie. And I thought that made a good point. And I thought George Payton's comments at the Combine about R.J. Harvey, that told me they weren't going to sign anybody. They love him. They got a nickname for him. I mean, he's in their plans. Do I think J.K. Dobbins is a top 5 back in the league if he stays healthy? I don't. And I do think all of this, the culture thing gets overplayed, especially when they try and sell me on Justin Sternad and Alex Singleton as your starting inside linebackers. Okay.
Well, would your mind change? Okay. I mean, if they sign him for $8 million. All right. I mean, who really cares if it's $4 million, $5 million, or $8 million this year, right? That there was a team out there that he was going to sign with if the Broncos didn't do it then.
No, because if J.K. Dobbins had left, I wouldn't have cared. Is he a good back? Sure. Is he a great back? He's not. And I don't think, though, to me, the problems with this running game go beyond the backs, unless you're going to go in and bring Saquon or Jonathan Taylor or somebody like that in who makes any team's running game better. I think it's more scheme. I think it's more play calling. I think it's more upfront. I think it's the way it's coached. So, they do just sort of – this feels very Rockies-esque of, hey, we love our room. We love our guys, and we're going to go with the devil we know instead of – dare we go out there?
They did go to the AFC Championship game last year, so it's a pretty good group, right?
I get it, but do you love Adam Troutman coming back? Are you pumped up about that one?
You know that answer.
I know.
What about you look at like one of the things I take away from the J.K. Dobbins thing is it was a hip drop tackle. Well, that's going to happen every freaking game, and his history. I think he's a really good back, and I think there is a lot about having the right guys and having the right culture. I think that's an important aspect of this thing. But I also look at this football team and say, hey, man, there needs to be some improvements. To your point, this running game is more than just the running backs. It is the menu that you're running, the amount of plays that you run, and it's also the group up front, making mistakes. And so it doesn't. The back thing, to me, it's more than the back thing to fix this running game.
Yeah, I think it totally is. I think part of it is how much they rotate guys. I hate running back by committee in general, but I don't like when Tyler Baday's on the field, your fourth best running back in the AFC title game on arguably the most pivotal play of the game. And Stink, you guys had an amazing running game. I'm guessing you ran a lot less running plays than what this group tries to do. And I know they would put in Von Hebron every once in a while and Derek LaVille every once in a while, but that was once the game was out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, it was one guy. You knew who you were blocking for. You were blocking for TD, and you didn't have a play caller who had to write run the ball on his play sheet. Now, that's going to change. Okay, we'll see if it's going to be better. It could be. It might not be, though. Like, if you're a first-time offensive coordinator, you might be tempted to go out there and, we're going to chuck it all over the place. Because, Ben Johnson got job offers because they were able to throw the ball all over the place, not necessarily because they had a great running game in Detroit. That's going to be interesting to see if Davis Webb doesn't fall into that trap.
All right, so we've had some people here on the Denver Sports YouTube channel who have asked, why are you insistent on believing that the Nuggets can win a championship this year, but not the Avalanche?
I've never said the Avs can't win a championship. I'll be shocked or stunned if they don't win the championship. I mean, it's been like the last couple of months, 3 months, it's just been like, can we just get to the playoffs? Like, it got boring how good they were out of the gate. We saw again last night how good this team can be, how great this team can be. If they don't win a championship, it may be the biggest disappointment in the history of Denver sports. Like, how many teams went into the playoffs? Don't mean to bring up a bad subject. Yeah. The 96 Broncos, it's going to be on a short list of teams that should have won it and didn't win it. So, no, I expect them to win it. If you made me walk up to a window in the desert, I'd be putting my money on the Avs, not the Nuggets right now.
Well, there is one other team I'd put ahead of this year.
2012 Broncos? Is that group probably makes it?
That group.
Wow.
What about the Nuggets? Let's move on. Let's move on. What about the Nuggets? How are we feeling about the Nuggets? Aaron Gordon, Calf, How are we feeling about Denver Nuggets?
I don't feel great. And I know they've won, 6 in a row. But, boy, when you struggle to beat Utah at home, I mean, Utah's actively trying to lose games, and they're down in the fourth quarter at home to that team. I'm not going to overly panic about that because I also was looking at it and saying, I'm not a moral victory guy, but when they were losing some games, it was double OT at Madison Square Garden. It was overtime against the Thunder on the road. It's like, okay, it's not like they're getting blown out by bad teams. I just don't know what to make of this team because I haven't seen them all together, and here we are again. More injuries. They just feel like there's a black cloud hanging over this team that it's just not ever going to come together. I hope I'm wrong, but I did hear you guys, and Dan Jacobs pointed this out to me on Saturday. He likes to say if you want to know what everybody else is going to be talking about in a month, listen to Dan Jacobs today.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about blowing up this core if they don't do well in the playoffs. I'm with you. I just think the one area in which I'm different is the core means everybody's on the table.
Yeah, that's
everybody's on the table.
Say that.
No, that's where I differ. I go to a further length.
By the way, I think you'd be disappointed if the Avs didn't win a championship. You should have seen Mike when Landeskog scored last night. You want to talk about disappointment? I mean, stomping his foot, the head down,
which is not true, but the best
eyes watering up.
The best text of the day, by the way. Okay, Mark. It said, Mark, did Mike, when Gabe scored, did Mike look like John Elway whenever Tim Tebow would lead another comeback?
Yes. Yeah. Like eating glass. I thought he was eating a bottle. He was eating a glass.
I was like, that's a good one.
Mike, you just need to tell everybody you're welcome. Look how well he's played since you said
I've been saying that. I said
he
needed to produce more. I'd like to see him produce more.
You said massive disappointment is what you said. We have receipts.
I have said, and I am on record, I wish I could have massive back and just have gone with a bit of a disappointment.
Well, as an Avs fan, Mike, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But by the way, I'm not going to let you off the hook. Mel in Denver screaming in big letters here. Marilat's lying. He went on with Cello on your YouTube channel and said if the city could get 3 championship parades, and you said only 2 because the Avs can't.
I'm going to have to go back and find this.
Oh, I mean, she's got receipts.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
I appreciate the receipts. But I'm going to have to see some
Where's
proof of this.
freshly graded?
I'll go to the
freshly
archives.
graded.
Archive time.
All right, go to the archives. Thank you,
See you,
James.
fellas.
James Marilat, as he joins us most Mondays when he doesn't have an owie. Mark says just dig in there and cut it out. Just who needs a ligament? Powered by the Birdie Bar, premier indoor golf bar and restaurant in downtown Louisville, locally owned and operated. Find them at birdie.bar on the web and Instagram. Well, could the Broncos' plans for that shiny new stadium be hitting some bumpy roads? Details next.
Baseball is back, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, now is the time. People taking a good look at their house, thinking of spring projects they want to get done. Good chance your house is ready for new windows. I strongly recommend Bluebird Windows and Doors. Locally owned and operated since 2006, over 40 years of experience. That local knowledge matters. Did you know that in some parts of our state, it's a Colorado regulation that requires a certain type of window to help reduce the risk of wildfires? I certainly didn't know, and most national window companies don't either. It's just better for you and your home to trust a reliable local company like Bluebird Windows and Doors. Right now, buy one window, get another 50% off. Mention my name, get an additional 5% off. Just call 303-810-2888 and at gobluebirdco.com.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. Man, are you considering GLP-1s, injections, spending thousands of bucks? Hey, listen, Colorado Fat Loss reached out to me and said, hey, what do you think about losing some weight? I said, man, I need to lose some weight. Said, let me turn you on to our program. And I'm telling you what, absolutely have loved it so far. I'm 5 weeks in. I'm down 22 pounds. And it's become so easy. I love the app. It tells you what to eat, what you can't eat. I was eating a vegetable the other day. It goes, that's not on the approved list. It helps you. They talk to you every day. They send you messages. They help you with videos to make sure you're on track. Their doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days. Like I said, I started my 5th week on Monday, down 22 pounds without injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. And they use real food right from the grocery store to reset your metabolism, help you control hunger and cravings. I'm telling you what, it doesn't burn muscle, it burns fat, and it really does work. And right now, you can get a free phone consultation to see if the program is right for you. All you have to do is go to ColoradoFatLoss.com. That's ColoradoFatLoss.com. Check them out. They're absolutely awesome. You're going to love them.
You know, Shayna, when our grandparents opened Williams Jewelers in 1947, they had one guiding philosophy.
It's true. From a simple jewelry repair to that very important diamond engagement ring, we treat every customer like family.
Because you're sharing your life with us. That's the only way we know how to do business. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Shayna Williams. We're generational jewelers, creating heirlooms for the next generation.
Whether you're looking for that perfect diamond engagement ring, fine Swiss watch, or a custom piece, or that once-in-a-lifetime treasure.
We're here to make all your precious moments unforgettable. 3 generations of fine jewelry expertise right here in Colorado.
If you can dream it, it's here at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood.
Because we're not only one of America's largest fine jewelers,
We're Colorado's premier jeweler.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
When the Nuggets are knocking down threes, you score too. If Denver hits 15 or more three-pointers, you score a free 28-ounce Gatorade Lower Sugar the very next day at your friendly King Soopers. Gatorade Lower Sugar is scientifically formulated with Gatorade's #1 proven electrolyte blend and has 75% less sugar than Gatorade Thirst Quencher and no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors. Big shots deserve next-level hydration. Only at King Soopers.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. As we kick things off here, our final hour, we will get to Greg Penner and a less than enthusiastic answer when it came to what's going on with the new stadium. But first, Stoke, we got an update on the Schlereth stain.
The purple couch.
Yeah.
So what happened this morning?
Well, this morning I got up because I couldn't sleep because I was all stuffed up and my throat was a little sore and you're breathing through your mouth and you got all that, just head cold stuff, right? And so I get down in the morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I pour myself hot water and put a the tea bag in there, a little black tea, and I don't turn on the light. So I go to sit down, normally my wife's section of the couch where she sits down. And so I set the teacup on the thing, it's dark, and I put it on the edge, and it flipped over on the arm of the couch. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, right? So then I'm trying to, dry it up with paper towels, and I'm waving a pillow, like trying to get some air on it and stuff. And I had it pretty well. Like, it was almost dry by the time I left because I didn't leave till 6:20 this morning. So it was, it was still wet, but it wasn't as bad. And it was, anyhow.
And what else did we figure was going to help you be able to hide this stain?
Purple couch.
The fact that you have a purple couch.
Which to me is the story of this whole thing.
Exactly.
I haven't seen
Talk
a purple
about
couch
burying
since
the lead.
like 1986,
Right.
at my buddy's house.
This thing is plush.
Oh.
This thing is
it velvet? Is it a shag velvet?
I mean, do you guys have a living room at your house, or do you have a lounge?
What are y'all doing over there?
I'm telling you.
No telling what else is on that couch.
Sometimes
we're worried
we pull
about a little
out,
tea.
Sometimes we pull out the disco ball. You never know what's going to go on.
Strobe lights, everything like that. Man.
So
if that
this
purple couch could talk.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So I get
God,
a
I
text.
hope she's listening right now.
I get a text from Mrs. S just minutes ago.
Yeah.
What did you spill on the sofa?
You thought you'd get away with the perfect crime.
I did. And then I wrote back, I spilled some water on the sofa this morning. And then I waited for a minute. I go, that water may have included some tea.
That's awesome.
And I said, I can't believe you caught it. And she goes, it's all wet down the arm and in the cushion. And I go, I know, I did it. She goes, you really thought I wouldn't notice? And I was like, I was hoping. So
just the only question I have, can the purple couch be saved?
Right. We got to save the purple couch.
We got to save the purple couch.
I think it's going to be fine. It's been through much worse, Mike.
No, listen.
Much worse, I can promise you.
I ruined this couch years ago when she first purchased it. First off, I have no say. I have no say in anything that we buy in the house.
Oh, I can believe that.
Yeah. Zero. And frankly, I don't care.
Right. I can believe that too.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, get whatever you want.
Well, it's obvious because you have a purple couch.
Right.
So it's obvious you don't care.
Right. I don't care. And so she got this purple couch, and, it's like some custom. It's, this beautiful purple velvet, whatever the hell it is. And literally, we get the couch. It's not a week in, and I spilled something on it and just essentially ruined it right off the bat because the material was not safe for grandkids. It was not grandkids. It's not safe for popos. It's not safe for grand.
Not safe for
parents.
stink.
Yeah. And so I ruined it the first week we had it. And anyhow, it's just
well,
it is what it is.
I trust. I mean, she's brilliant in a lot of areas. I'm sure she has ways of getting that stain out. So
there's no question.
No doubt about it. Well, Greg Penner yesterday. This is interesting for all of us who are interested in what's going to happen with this new stadium. And, it sounded like this was going to be a pretty smooth road to getting this new stadium done, built, opened, and ready to use. But like most Colorado roads, that road has become bumpy, strewn with potholes, and in need of repair. Here was Penner on what the timeline is with the stadium, the progress and all that. And let's just say, do you hear it too? Bit, kind of meh.
It's, Carrie, Damani, Tim, a lot of folks from our team are spending a lot of time meeting with community leaders, city council members, and, it's an ambitious timeline that we have, and we won't be able to accomplish our goals in terms of timing and getting in there just by ourselves. So it's not just something the Broncos are driving. We've got to have a lot of support from partners and others that are involved with the site.
How has that support been so far, and sort of do you think you're on track where you need to be in order to make an ambitious timeline?
Yeah, no, the support has been good, and everybody I think wants to do the right thing. But again, there's a lot of different parties with different interests. As of now, we're on track, but again, it's ambitious to get to the 2031 goal that we have.
Hey, y'all need to wake up. Let's go. That's a subtle shot. Like, hey, let's get this thing going here. We want to be in that place by 2031. Let's get this thing buttoned up a little bit, man. And I like the way he said it. He didn't bash anyone, of course, but he's like, we need support from our partners, right? We won't be able to accomplish this. Our goal, Broncos country. You know what? Hey, by the way, we're paying for this whole damn thing. Yeah, y'all aren't even paying for it. So, I mean, literally, what are we doing here? Wake up. I don't know who the community leaders are, city council, whoever they are. Don't stand in the way. Don't ruin a good thing. Get out of the way. Yeah. Make it easy as possible. Lone Tree would make it easy as possible, I promise you. So don't screw it up. Let's get the Broncos in there 2031. Hey, they are paying for this stadium out of their pocket. Look around the country at what's going on here with all these stadiums being financed by who? The taxpayers. That's not happening here. So, hey, how about you do a solid here and make it easy as possible and don't screw it up, City Council.
Wow. That was impassioned right there, and it was completely self-serving. Because
Right? I picked up on
the
earlier.
Stoke does not want that stadium in the tree. He does not want it in the tree.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I
he's
wouldn't
like,
mind it
community
there.
leaders, get going. We cannot put this thing in the tree because they got land. They've purchased land.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
that's their
A
fallback.
lot of land.
Yeah, a lot of land in the tree.
A lot of land.
That's going to make getting back and forth to the rock more difficult. Nightmare for you.
Nightmare. So I
But
think
I'm being serious,
I think
though.
your challenge serves two purposes.
I think
here.
you're 100%
Am
right.
I
No,
going
you're 100%
overboard?
right. They're funding the stadium. Like, that's big time. So, no, I think you're right on that.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, to be fair, it's also it's good business, it's good politics, right? I mean, you've got a highly motivated Broncos that have put it out there, then they've let everyone know we want this badly.
What's
All right.
good politics?
To get whatever
to screw it up and make it good. To screw it. Yeah, look how it's going in Chicago where they're going to move to Indy.
But they're not. That's the thing. They deadline spur action or so. This is
not
the game.
good politics. It's not.
But it's also good
It's
business.
terrible politics.
He also Mike. We had Mike Kliss on. And he mentioned there was a couple companies there that are also being relocated. So probably they're trying to get a little extra, pound of flesh out of all this. So it's just the way it's done. It'll get done. I'm not worried about it. But
Need it done by 2031.
But I do like what Greg Penner did there. As you said, didn't come right out and bash anybody, but it was a pretty thinly veiled.
If they were, if they were happy,
warning,
and it was been smooth sailing, and everybody's been on board trying to help and move in the right direction to get this all accomplished, right? Then he would have said, "Hey, everything's going great."
Right.
The support. No, the support has been great.
Right.
But no, he said the support has been good.
Good. Yeah. It was
so
a
that
measured.
just lets you know that hey, come on. So look, and I'm in the Broncos corner here at 100%.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Make it easy as possible.
Keep it out of the tree.
And keep it out of Lone Tree.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm with you. Man, make it happen.
People are asking. They want pictures now of the Purple Rain couch.
Yes, I want to see a picture
of the Purple Rain couch.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not.
What else? What are the other chairs around there? Like, do you have a yellow one or something?
We do. A yellow one, yes. A yellow one and some dark blue.
Wow!
It almost looks like an Avalanche room.
You're stuck in the 80s.
Yeah. Do you guys have a living room, or are you just copying the Joker's lair?
Watch out now. This is
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I apologize.
And she's going to be
I'm
like,
sure it looks. I know it looks. I've been in your house. It's.
You didn't even notice it.
No.
You didn't notice it was a book.
Because he was looking at the chainsaw. He's like, "Where's that
That's
chainsaw?
right,
How do I
right.
steal the chainsaw without Mark
I only
noticing?"
had eyes for the chainsaw.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have had a polka dot couch, and I wouldn't have noticed it. So, all right.
Yeah. Prince and the Revolution over there.
That's right. Jeez, okay. All right.
Is that what plays when you walk into your house? Purple rain, purple rain.
Yeah. It's my walk-in music.
Yeah.
So, my walk.
It's like walk up, you walk
Yeah,
in, right?
my walk-in music.
There you go. There you go. All right, coming up next, James Marilat said this was convoluted. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Why? Don't give up yet on the idea of R.J. Harvey being a top 10 NFL running back sooner than you think. That's next.
All season, we've assumed that Jared Bednar might be gone if the Avalanche didn't win the Stanley Cup. But now there are reports that he will get a contract extension as long as Colorado gets out of the first round.
Please don't tell me expectations are lower. A report is a report is a report. But I just don't like the idea of short of a first-round exit, he's good. Are we sure?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Recently talking to my buddy Troy Hansford about the housing market. Hey, over these last couple of years, man, it was so hot a couple summers ago. My son sold his house. I mean, it was awesome. So quick, wasn't even on the market, I think, for a week. To prices declining. People haven't seen this in a long time here. Tons of inventory. So if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now's the time to sell. Still get top dollar. Believe it or not, Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. If he doesn't sell your house at the price you guys agree upon, plus the timeline that you guys agree upon, he's going to scratch you a check for $5,000. Come on, nobody else makes that offer. And Troy makes that offer because he continues to spend a bunch of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families right now approved and ready to buy. So if you have a house, Troy probably has the perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and give him a call. It's 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash it and close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy. Get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then pick up the phone and call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Colorado! Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades, over 50 years in some areas, and that means a higher wildfire risk. Now's the time to protect your home. 5280 Exteriors installs fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. Choose James Hardy Siding, Timber Tech decking, and Pella Impervia fiberglass windows. Plus, get 60 months no-interest financing. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Names that rhyme, takes that hit different. Shapiro and Piro is happy hour sports talk built for the modern fan. Local stories, hidden gems, and the mustache monologues you never knew you needed. Weekdays at 3 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Subscribe now at Denver Sports 1043 and get in on the action. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Career advice.
That would suck. If only I knew somebody that could tell me what it's like to be fired from their job.
Oh, shoot. Holy cow.
Method acting.
I play the role of big dumb idiot really well.
And questionable job security.
Mike, do you like that question?
I do like that question.
Pretty soon we won't need you anymore, buddy. So don't get too comfortable.
Okay. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
We like the backs. RJ's just going to keep getting better. What do you have? 12 touchdowns, explosive play. Explosive receiver out of the backfield. Matchup problem. He's going to get better as a runner. He got better as the year went on. Then you got Bidet, you got Jaleel. We got Cody Schrader. We like. We're going to be looking in the draft. We're going to be looking after the draft. We're always looking. We didn't sign J.K. till May or June last year. So we feel good with where we're at right now.
Sure. Hold up. Hey, am I on? Is this on?
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, well, I don't hear myself.
Oh, well, you're on, though.
All right, Johnny will come in here and fix that. Who's Cody Schrader?
I'd never heard of him.
George had me until he brought up Cody Schrader.
Now you're trying too hard
to
sell me on the running back room. But it's Kliss told us they're going to add one in the draft. So they're going to add a guy in the draft. You have to add a guy. We need a bruiser. We need a bruiser to complement the other two guys. And I know you did some homework. And I
Yeah,
can't wait
can I get
hear
to it?
But R.J. Harvey, I thought he had a good rookie year. We could have been a little bit better, yeah. But overall, it was a really good rookie year. For him.
I think the one pushback I felt throughout this entire running back conversation, whether it's the need to go out and sign somebody in free agency or the importance of getting one in the draft, is that it seems like people have already made up their mind about who R.J. Harvey is as a running back and what he can be, and I just don't think that's fair. So I was kind of curious to go look at top 10 running backs in the NFL this year, top 10 running backs, and what did they do their rookie seasons. So just kind of some comps here that should make you feel better about the potential, keyword potential here, for R.J. Harvey. He ran for 540 yards. Here's what some other well-known running backs did in their rookie seasons. James Cook, 507 yards. Derrick Henry, 490. Christian McCaffrey, 435. Kyron Williams of the Rams, only 140. In fact, out of the top 10 running backs this year, the only two of those top 10 who went for over 1,000 yards in their rookie seasons, Saquon Barkley, who was the
second
overall pick,
yeah,
and Jonathan Taylor. That's it. All these other running backs, Bijan Robinson, Devon Achane, Jahmyr Gibbs, all ran for less than 1,000 yards. So you're talking about the top 10 rushers in the NFL. Half of them put up numbers very similar to what R.J. Harvey did his rookie year.
By the way, Jahmyr Gibbs, I did this back when I was doing like Detroit and good teams. I did a bunch of Detroit games when Jahmyr was a rookie, and he was really struggling running the ball as a rookie. And, obviously at that point, he was coming in different situations, but he was struggling and talking to Dan Campbell about trying to learn how to run in the NFL and, all the speed and everything that he had. Very similar to what we talked about with R.J. Harvey this year. So, obviously there's an opportunity as you understand the offense a little bit better. You kind of understand how you run it in the NFL. Like, there's room for improvement. But I did go in and look up who Cody Schrader was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give us a rundown on Cody then.
All right. So he was a free agent, undrafted, played at Missouri, also played at another school, Thurman. I don't know where that is. San Francisco in 2024. He was there the preseason. They played for the Rams a little bit in 24 and 25. Jacksonville in 25. Houston in 25. And now he's with the Broncos. He did win the Bullsworth Trophy.
Excuse me?
The Bullsworth Trophy. I'm not sure
I
what
think
that.
I've heard enough.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And he did have in his NFL career, he had one rushing attempt. He got 3 yards. So there's a good reason to be optimistic.
Yeah. Very. Yeah, a lot to. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Thanks for that update. We needed that.
You know why I brought that? You know why I brought him up? He was part of that running back in Houston last year that Mark.
That's probably where he got the one carry for 3 yards.
Lectured and.
If you didn't coach him up, he would have been one carry for 1 yard.
Maybe one carry for minus a yard.
Exactly.
When the whole offensive line walked up to Mark and wow, you're a legend.
No, that was in Atlanta, where the whole offensive line paid the proper respects.
I see.
Houston, they were all just bewildered. They'd never heard. Like that was offensive wizardry. Like, who is this wizard? And how does he know so much about blogging? That's what they were like.
All right.
So I think with Harvey, the game's going to slow down for him going into year two also. And I think we just assume these rookie running backs are just going to come into the NFL, and I do. And you know what? It's just like, hey, go to the A, go to the B, go to the 2 hole, go to the 4 hole, the 6, outside run. I mean, just run, break a tackle. That shouldn't be that difficult. You did it well in college. Why is it so much? Why should it be so difficult in the NFL? If you're great at it, you're great at it. There shouldn't be that much of a transition, but there still is some thinking there. And the game is still moving quick, just like it does for receivers and other positions. And sometimes it takes a little time for you to show your best. And you're probably trying to do too much, right? That's what you do when you're a young football player. And every play, you're trying to make it a home run. And it takes you, a little time to realize that a 3 or 4 yard run sometimes is a good thing, is a positive. And so the game slows down. You see your reads better, and hopefully that's what we see from Harvey this year.
So what about, do you think that this is a guy who could develop into a top 10 rusher. It would appear that George Payton, Sean Payton think it's possible.
Well, I think you should. I mean,
But when, Mark? Like when, Mike?
It needs to be.
But it's not going to be this year, right? I mean, he's not going to have the opportunities if Dobbins stays healthy. He's still going to be the second fiddle, right?
He will still be the second fiddle. He'll still be the third down running back in that situation. That's what I believe. But I think a lot of it comes down to how well do you understand what the play is, what the scheme of the play is, and how to set up a defense, to how to be able to read a defensive front and set guys up and then get back up inside and create yardage. And so, one of the things that made TD such an unbelievable running back is his knowledge of where the play was going to break, where the play was going to cut. Could I cut? Could I press it? Do I need to turn back based on the front, based on the player, understanding the schematics of it? And that's where you really have to grow as a running back. And that's where some of these backs you've talked about, Mike, that maybe had 400 or 500 yards, they learned it.
Yep.
And learned the schematics and learned where the weakness and the weak link in the chain is in that run game, and that's how they improve.
That's downhill running backs.
Downhill running.
What do you know about Evans? What do you know about downhill?
I'm going to blow your mind. You know what they need more of?
What?
4 to 5 more reps in training camp this year from
north-south runners.
North-south runners.
North-south runners, not east-west.
4 to 5 more reps.
What do you think Sean's reaction would be if I said, "Hey,
what do you know about being north-south?
Is he a
what
north,
do you know?
What
do you know about that, Evans?
Is he a north-south runner, Sean?
Sean, does he put his foot in the ground, get north-south, and he'd be like, "What do you know about putting your foot in the ground?"
Exactly. Well, speaking of Sean, he did give an answer to the question that a lot of us have been asking. Why are you deciding to run it all back? That's next.
What's the question?
Baseball is back. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is leading off the season in style. Join us Friday, April 3rd for our home opener party at Thirsty Lion Restaurant at Union Station. Dover and Cecil will get the party started live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the Tribe will come out of the bullpen to close things out from 2 to 6.
How about that?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
At Thirsty Lion Scratch Kitchen, craft cocktails and beer, every dish is made fresh daily, from chef-driven, globally inspired flavors to the classics you crave. Behind the bar, handcrafted cocktails meet a curated lineup of local and regional beers. It's a place to gather, unwind, and connect, where the energy is lively and the experience is always elevated. Thirsty Lion. Come as strangers, leave as friends. Visit them at the corner of 16th and Wynkoop or at thirstylionrestaurant.com.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. For over a decade, Bluebird Windows and Doors has been servicing the Front Range with products built to withstand Colorado's unpredictable weather. Bluebird's Sunrise Collection windows are built to last a lifetime and are backed by strong warranties. Buy one window and get one 50% off through March 31st. And mention you heard about Bluebird from me, Mike Evans. You'll save an additional 5%. Enjoy the outdoors through energy-efficient Bluebird windows. Visit gobluebirdco.com. Bluebird Windows and Doors. Make today a Bluebird day.
Fellas, what is happening? Stoking for my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Fellas, we all understand how important sex is in a relationship for you and your partner. Erectile dysfunction can take that away, often creating serious strain on the relationship as well. But it doesn't have to be that way. My friends over at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can get you taken care of. They have treatments when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. And Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and the love that brings you closer together. Jeff and his team over there, they're the absolute best. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. Stop procrastinating. Start taking your health seriously, fellas. Reach out to my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They can get you taken care of. They have 5 locations right here in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call them today. 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane.
Okay.
Yours was,
Get off my plane. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
You gotta love it.
Oh, man, it has been...
What do you play? Oh, you're not a varsity. No,
I know.
sorry. You got to go back to class.
Yeah. You can't have a half day at the high school campus.
No, you can't leave campus.
That was
or
great. When I was a
half day.
senior, I did the same thing as you. I just take a couple classes in the morning, go home, take a nap, then come back for varsity practice.
Yeah, I was done. I mean, I'd done enough work to be only have to have 3 classes my senior year.
Yeah,
I ate lunch at home.
Yeah, that didn't work that way at my school. You had like a certain curriculum. You followed it every year. You didn't.
Yeah,
nobody graduated early.
Yeah,
It never happened.
For some guys,
even the varsity guys did not get to graduate
varsity
early.
guys,
No, they
probably
did not.
some of them got that same
If
preferential
I
treatment.
asked Bernsey right now, he did not get to go home.
I
half
doubt
the day.
Bernsey was on
Right.
varsity.
Bernsey was
come on, Bernsey and
Wingy.
you played. You guys all played JV together. JV
ski.
Yeah.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good enough for today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Payton. We'll get the audio to you here in a little bit, but he did have. This was the quote.
Got to hurry up here.
Yeah,
We're going to get to audio. We only got,
we're going to be out of time.
Are we working on that? How are we doing on that, Johnny?
Mike,
It's not going to
we're
happen.
definitely
Johnny's
not
gonna be-
getting
no,
audio.
Johnny's
Johnny's not fired up about cutting audio right now. I can tell.
Johnny is not going to have this conversation.
No. So we'll have it tomorrow for him. Let's go. Just
All right,
give
here's
us a
the quote. Here's the quote. So here is Sean Payton talking to our Andrew Mason about the decision to run it back. That's the perception. Broncos are running it back. Okay. He said, quote, "It's not let's run it back. When you win 11 of 13 one-score games, it's how do you improve your team, and the better you get, the harder it is to improve your team." Okay, you want to...
The better you get, the harder. Yeah, I mean, they're really. He thinks they're a really good football team, so it's hard to improve off of who they have. So that's why they're bringing a lot of those guys back.
Yeah,
that's the way I read it. You read it differently?
Well, what the first part that jumps out is when you win 11 of 13 one-score games, it's how do you improve your team. I think it's an acknowledgement right there that we can't count on doing that again.
No, that's
right,
not what it means.
No, it means
we can't. That we're
you're
gonna
not going to go out in free agency and get somebody else's scraps to improve your team when you've won 11 of 13 one-score games. Means we're really good.
And we have the right guys to win close games.
Yeah.
And so why are we going to try to – how much better can you really get with the right guys? And they showed what they were made of last year by winning these close games. That's the way I read it.
So when you win 11 of 13 one-score games, it's how do you improve your team, and the better you get, the harder it is to improve your team. I get that part.
Mm-hmm.
The better you get. But is the 11 of 13 – Is that a sign of how good you are?
Yeah, that you got the type of guys, the type of character guys that will win close games because they that's how I read that. That's
I do the same.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, you've got such a group of guys that are going to fight and going to bust their butts, and they've proven it. Now, how you're going to improve is what? third year in the offense. You get that's how you're going to improve.
Yeah, because you can't. I don't think you can base your belief on what you have by saying, "Well, we won 11 of 13 one-score games," as if look at all these one-score games we won. Which it is a testament to your ability to win close games, but you can't realistically think that you're going to be able to do that again. There's no way.
No, so you're going to just have to be. You're going to have to be a better football team.
Correct.
You can't get yourself into a hole and then expect yourself to, pull yourself out of that hole in the fourth quarter.
So he thinks that what they have right now, there is another gear for them to get to. Even though he says they're not running it back, he's believing that this group that did what they did last year has another gear in them to be able to go out and improve.
I don't know about that.
Well, he said it's.
I don't know. I
he
just
says
think
it's about improving, but how do you improve with what you already have?
Well, because you're in another year in this offense. Bo Nix going into his third year. You're getting Jalen Waddle. You feel good about what he'll bring. It's going to be hard to duplicate what they did last year. That's a lot of wins, a lot of success. That's going to be almost impossible to duplicate. But no, I think you like your football team, and you look around, and like George Payton said, you look around and you say, okay, would we rather have Alex Singleton and Justin Sternot, or go get that guy over there that's a free agent? Would we rather have J.K. Dobbins, or go get Tyler Algier or somebody? No, we'd rather have our guy that we know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He thinks they have better players.
Right.
That the players they have that they brought back are better than the ones that fans were clamoring for them to go get.
And you know them too.
In training camp.
Right. So there's something
we're
to
fixing
know
to
in your
find
guy.
out if they were right about that evaluation of these guys. Because that's the way they look at it.
But that doesn't always translate to more wins. You realize that, right?
Correct.
That's not what that's going to be a hard thing, because they overachieved this year. I think we all can agree on that.
Right.
And that's going to be hard to duplicate. But that doesn't mean your moves that you made, if you don't duplicate it, weren't the right moves.
Well, to me, the biggest question is this. If you're deciding to run it back, okay, let's just, for the sake of our conversation, say this is what they're doing. They're running it back with what they had last year. Do you see from this group that they're running it back with another level of improvement for this group? Because the idea out there is if you're staying the same, you're getting worse, right?
Okay.
You hear that all the time.
But I could
In this case, they believe by staying the same, there's still another level for them to get better. Do you see that?
Yes, and I could see, to Stokes' point, I could see them getting better and having a worse record. I could see them winning 12 games, having a worse record. And,
that's not... Yeah, okay.
And being a better football
team. You said
team.
worse. I was like, they're going to drop
winning 10 games. I mean, it's hard to win 14. It's hard to win 10. You look at offensively, they might be a better offense this year. Got Jalen Waddle, Bo Nix third year. Might be a more explosive offense, but that doesn't always translate to wins.
Tougher schedule, first-place schedule.
We have much tougher schedule this year. Health is a big part of it. Defensively, they might be a better defense. Might generate more turnovers.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you imagine if they, what do they have, 14 turnovers?
That's
something
it.
like that?
They're like 28th in the league, yeah.
All of a sudden, if they double that total, give their offense some short fields.
They're gonna have much more turnovers this year. There's no doubt about that. I think a lot of that 100%. Is a little bit of luck.
Yeah, and it always seems to go that way.
That's right. So I think you're going to see a much different outcome when it comes to turnovers, which should translate to a better football team.
Okay, you know what you have to say when you get an interception? Oski. Everybody knows that.
Oski.
I don't even know what Oski means.
Yeah.
Oski.
Oski was like, you know what it means?
Yeah, that's what you say when you get an interception.
Yeah. You get an interception, everybody calls out Oski.
You don't know that?
Yeah.
No. You don't know the meaning of that?
No, it's like Riverside. When you want to flip the size of the field, everybody says Riverside.
Well, because you go from one side of the river to the other.
I guess, but there's no river in the middle of the field. Oski's a pick. Turnover. Oski.
People have been saying Oski forever?
Forever. I don't think they say it anymore, though. They don't say it anymore.
Oh,
ask Payton.
Huh?
Ask Payton. Does he know what Oski means?
Of course he does.
Well, then what does he?
That's disrespectful. Take that. Do you? Payton knows what everything
That's
in
true.
football
Payton knows
means. Like, are
everything.
you
You're right.
serious?
No, you're right.
Do you
You're right.
think Payton knows?
Well, no, maybe he could.
What kind of question
By-
is that?
by the
Evans?
way-
No,
by the
maybe
way,
he
I
could
asked-
explain the origin of it.
Oh,
That's all I'm asking.
But you asked. That's not what you asked.
Well, that's
So-
because you got so defensive about protecting your guy that you didn't let me finish my question.
You asked the question
You
already.
just
and I couldn't-
immediately
Yes.
assumed
Do
I
you
was
think-
slandering
do you
your
think-
guy.
You said, do you think does Payton know what that means?
The origin of it. Yes.
Of course he knows what it means, and of course he knows the origin of it. Okay, so it probably came from like somewhere in Tennessee.
Yeah,
you know that's why.
Well, then I trust him to know.
It's like when I
like-
asked him what the Rocky Top was, and he sent me a text that was literally, it was a voice text, and it was probably 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Of
That's all.
Rocky Top.
I mean,
he knows
you guys,
everything.
You guys both admitted that you know what Oski, that everyone says Oski, but you don't know what it means.
You know what I asked?
So I immediately, I figured he knew, and you just like him.
No, you were being disrespectful.
I
I'm not
going
going to let you be disrespectful.
I think what I'm
you
hearing,
can be disrespectful to Gabe on this show, but you can't be disrespectful to
what
Peyton
I'm hearing
Manning.
is what I'm hearing is you're really kind of defensive and hurt because Stink cozied up to Peyton this year, and you're worried about the relationship being damaged, and so you're extra on guard with protecting your guy Peyton. And you took what I asked as slanderous when all I was asking is he probably knows the origin of Oski.
You're right. I'm sorry.
All right.
You're right.
Or-
I
speaking-
apologize. You're right.
You
I did overreact to
you
that.
got a little emotional.
Speaking of origins,
how's the purple couch?
I talked about speaking of origins,
It's on the street right now.
No,
It's
no,
going
no,
in the
no, no,
trash.
no, no. That thing is indestructible. I asked John Gruden when I was sitting with him, just out of the blue. I said, "What's the origin of the turkey hole?" You know how we talked about the turkey
It's
hole?
not the turkey hole. It's not the turkey hole.
Oh yeah.
What
it's
is
not
it,
the
Stoke?
turkey hole. It's the.
What do they say in Indianapolis?
Yeah, what they
Louisiana. What do they say in Louisiana?
I forgot. It's a whole shot.
Huh?
It's a whole shot.
It's a whole shot, but it was
Yes.
and I asked John because he calls it turkey hole. So I said,
Right.
"What's the origin story of the turkey hole?" And he goes, "I don't know. It was just something Brad Johnson used to say."
Yeah.
And then he said it, and then it's been passed down.
It was
turkey
never.
hole
It
shot.
was never in our lingo.
What would Peyton have said?
The whole shot.
Whole
shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, if
between the
it's good
safety and the corner.
Well, if it's good enough for Peyton, it's good enough for me.
Me too.
Screw the turkey hole.
Right,
Hey,
we ain't
hey,
doing
listen,
a turkey
You
hole.
don't
The
get.
whole
You know
shot.
what?
Right.
You don't get 2 photos up in Peyton's booth
Oof.
if it's not good enough for you. I
Touche.
changed
Touche.
it to the whole shot.
Touche.
2 pitches.
All right.
2. Not
it
one.
was.
Coming up, our top audio of the day. We will hear from Nazem Kadri. We'll hear from.
But no one says Oski. So have you? But you're out at practices. Do you ever? Like,
somebody said it's an acronym for Our Side Caught It.
I mean, but I don't hear him say it anymore. Because we're out at training camp, you
Yeah.
never hear him say Oski, Oski. You know, after they
Yeah.
intercept it, because that's letting everyone know that we intercepted the ball. Let's go.
Yeah, it's too hard to say, "Hey, I just intercepted the ball, guys." So you go Oski.
All right. Top audio of the day next.
The countdown to the playoffs is on. 6 games left. And the spotlight is on Aaron Gordon. Soft tissue injuries, a year-long pattern, and a postseason that demands 2 months of non-stop intensity. Can he hold up when it matters most? That answer could define the entire playoff run.
The one that's got me worried is Aaron Gordon, because this is a pattern with him. The soft tissue injuries, it's what's really set him back the last year plus. And here we are 6 games before understanding that if this team is going to make a deep run in the playoffs, you're talking about a month and a half, 2 months of just really intense playoff basketball. I'm just really worried about this guy being able to hold up.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Now, here's my story. I wore glasses as a kid growing up, and then when I hit my 30s playing for the Broncos, I had LASIK surgery. That was awesome. But when I hit my mid-50s, I started needing readers for everything I was doing, whether it was out to dinner to read menus, texts, maybe read stats, watch film. It was driving me crazy. Then I decided to go see Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, it's a game changer. Get up, do my devotional in the morning. I don't need glasses. Watching film in the afternoon, I don't need those glasses. And then, you know, when you leave your glasses upstairs and you're downstairs, you got to trudge back up there to go get them. You don't have that issue anymore. You can learn more about refractive lens exchange from Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision. All you have to do is hit him up at ColoradoRLE.com. He'll answer all your questions. Remember, Cutarelli Vision is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures, and he can make sure you know when it's the right time for you to experience RLE from Cutarelli Vision. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Check them out at ColoradoRLE.com. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to CarShield.com. That's CarShield.com today.
Introducing Mine to Shine, the world's most personal diamond. Here's Shayna and Dylan Williams.
Come experience the most revolutionary and transparent way to buy a diamond.
Mine to Shine by Kwiat and Williams Jewelers. The natural diamonds cut, polished, and designed just for you.
First, we'll help you select a natural, conflict-free, and ethically mined diamond.
Then you select one of Kwiat's legendary shapes. Kwiat Cushion, Oval, Radiant, Emerald, or Incredible Ashoka.
A whiter, brighter, and larger looking diamond, cut to the world's highest standards.
Then trace the journey from rough stone to polished perfection by Kwiat's master cutters.
Perfectly cut for maximum brilliance. Simply brilliant.
Mine to Shine, the world's most personal diamond.
Only from Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, Colorado's exclusive Kwiat jeweler.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines.
Try Taco Bell's new Luxe Value Menu. 10 items, all $3 or less. Featuring the new chocolate fudge and caramel empanadas. Just don't let the Luxe go to your head. For a limited time, price and participation varies. Tax extra.
Ditch the bland, flavorless sports talk and tune into Freshly Grated, where Will Peterson and Marcello Romano serve up piping hot takes and bold opinions with no filter and an extra side of sarcasm. Every weekday at 2 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Like and subscribe today at Denver Sports 1043 and come along for the ride. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Fierce competition.
Man, I'll tell you, you know how to stoke my competitive fires. Could I house a hot dog in 10 seconds or less?
Intellectual discussion.
Kind of like when I played on the football field. When you're high IQ guys, Mike, out there, whenever someone's not at that level, it's frustrating.
And some Latin influence.
Pasa la leche, por favor. Sounds hot. I'm not going to lie.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Give me that one more. Can you do
Sports.
that right now with that raspy? That was really good.
That was.
Pasa la leche, por favor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pass
the milk, please.
I bow.
Huh?
I bow to your greatness.
Means pass the milk, please.
Really?
Pass the milk?
Oh, that sounds
pass
so
the
much
leche.
better than pass the milk.
That is the most exotic way I can imagine for asking to pass the milk. Do that again.
Pasa la leche, por favor.
Okay.
Or if you want the bill, la cuenta. La cuenta, por favor.
I swear, every time you do that, you sound just like the guy from
Inigo Montoya?
Yes.
You hear my father prepare to die? That guy?
Yes.
Is that Scarface?
No. That's
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, right.
Oh.
I knew it was a guy. So now do Montoya doing Pass the Bill.
Oh, you hear my father? Pasa la leche, por favor.
Fantastic. Let's get to some of the top audio of the day. George Payton on how pumped and maybe involved Bo Nix was in the Jalen Waddle trade.
Yeah, I wasn't with him when he found out, but he was pretty excited when I walked down to the training room. He was excited. Obviously, went to dinner with all of us. Bo I think thinks he's kind of a quasi GM sometimes, and sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. I think he's right on this guy. This guy's pretty special.
So what about the idea that we talk about the importance of the quarterback? Teams will just do everything they can, take whatever gamble they have to take to try to find the quarterback. We pay the quarterbacks more than we pay anybody else. Should the quarterback, especially if we're talking about offensive guys, Stink, have some say? Should Bo have some say in what direction they go in?
Sure. If Bo likes a guy that he watched out of college, or Bo likes a guy that he knows from the NFL, should you have a voice? Yeah, it's part of the equation. Does he get the final say? No. He's not negotiating the contract, but if you really like a guy and you know a guy, it's kind of like the relationship that Pat Surtain and Jalen Waddle had, right? I mean, like that's part of the equation, and that's part of keeping guys happy and involved and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the end-all, be-all, and they don't get the final say in anything, but I think it's important to talk to your players about it.
Well, I think if Bo knows the guy, and that's it. But how many NFL guys does he know and he's played with? Not just know, like you played with this guy. So Bo's going into his third year. Let's not get carried away here. We're not going to Bo. Hey, Bo, can you let us know about Waddle? Your thoughts on Waddle by watching him on film? No. Come on. No. That
as teammates,
that is a no.
As teammates would, because Cliff brought this up with us earlier today, the same question. As teammates, would you start to look at your quarterback a little bit differently if there was almost like this sense that, all right, he's my quarterback, but he's also management?
No. I mean, you're usually going to, if it's a Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady, yeah, if you're a general manager, you're probably going to want to get their thoughts on certain guys.
Sure.
Unless they don't know what they're talking about. Ultimately, like Mark said, you got a job to do as a general manager, and so you're not going to be relying on Bo Nix going into his third year to make these types of decisions. These are big boy decisions with big boy consequences if they don't work out. So I think unless you have a guy, a quarterback that that's been around a long, long time, then no, you're not going to be listening to that guy.
So after we won Super Bowl 32, Shanahan brought down a list of defensive tackles and say, hey, we're going to sign one. He didn't ask me, should we sign a defensive tackle? He goes, we're going to sign one. I don't really know these guys. Do you know any of them from a character standpoint? Can you? And I said, yeah, sign that guy. He's
or
a great.
Maybe you played against one of them.
The guy that I told Mike to sign was Marvin Washington because they needed a rotational guy, and I played with him in college. I go, I know him like he's a dear friend of mine. So, yeah, he'd be a great fit on our team. Like, I don't know, like the level you're looking at other guys, but I just know the guy's a great guy. And Mike said, great, and we signed him, and Marvin and I got to win a Super Bowl together.
Here is Nazem Kadri on
did he send you Christmas presents?
No, he got me in the NFL.
Wow.
He got me. He invited me to his workouts. I wouldn't have gotten
the NFL. Story.
I
mean, that's scratch my back, I scratch your back,
Absolutely.
And it worked out for both
over
parties.
A decade later, right?
It was almost like Manning and Stokley.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're a little bit more than that, but
right.
But that's a cute story. Ours is a special
Payton has
story.
Clearly gotten as much as he's given when it comes to the relationship with you.
Which one in the relationship, the Manning-Stokley relationship, which one is Mark and which one's Marvin? Marvin?
Yeah. I'd be Payton because I'd already won championships.
Right, yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And I brought in.
And I would be Marvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazem Kadri last night after 2 goals and the Avs power play, which is suddenly surging, going 3 out of 4.
I think so. Yeah. When you see a few hit the back of the net, obviously you feel like you could snap it around a little more. Seams look a little bit bigger. The net looks a little bit bigger. So I think we've worked at it. We've put in a lot of hard work, communicated a lot, and got our power play to where we want it to be.
Yeah, for all the pearl clutching and whining about the power play, it was just a matter of time before this thing took off. They made some changes, but you had too much talent out there for that thing to continue. It's like you were saying, Stoke, about how next year you predict that this Broncos defense will get more turnovers, and we asked you why. You're like, just because they will. You can't have that good of a defense and not get more turnovers. Same thing with this power play. It was just a matter of time before they started to figure it out.
Yeah, it's really cool. and I don't think you really recognize it until you're at the game, how much love Colorado Avalanche fans have for Kadri.
Oh, yes.
They love Kadri.
Yes.
They, absolutely love Kadri. And, I mean, it just is – it's cool. Like, he returns, and it's like the prodigal son coming home.
Yep.
They love him.
It's almost as much love as they have for Gabe, but not right, Mike.
It's not.
You know they really love Gabe. Gabe the boat, right? So it's not quite at that level.
If I've learned anything over this,
you could say that Kadri has been a massive disappointment since his return, and it would probably just fly under the radar.
Yeah, I mean, nobody would even respond.
Nobody would even say a word.
No.
Here's
but you can't say that about Gary.
Here's what I've learned over the last month.
And how's crypto going, by the way? We didn't get the crypto update today. What are we? Is this business still booming?
What are you buying today? What are you buying today?
So much crypto. I don't know. What? I don't know. I've been looking at some yachts.
Yeah?
I think it's time for a yacht.
There's no better place to have a yacht than in Colorado.
Exactly. I'm just going to put it on a long trailer and just stare at it. All right. Maybe I'll buy a lake. I don't know. I mean, it's crypto, baby. It's never ending. All right. We're done. Great show, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Dover and Cecil up next. Massive underachieving disappointment.
All season, we've assumed that Jared Bednar might be gone if the Avalanche didn't win the Stanley Cup. But now there are reports that he will get a contract extension as long as Colorado gets out of the first round.
Please don't tell me expectations are lower. A report is a report is a report. But I just don't like the idea of short of a first-round exit, he's good. Are we sure?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, you live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery. Maybe you get up off your purple couch and your back hurts all of a sudden. How about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's the best part. You can do what I did. Start your journey today toward pain-free. They're a phone call away, same-day appointments, 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care. They've got exams, MRIs, physical therapy, and treatment options all in one facility. And their board-certified physician is going to educate you on exactly what's going on and then give you options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, they changed my life. I lived with excruciating back pain for decades to the point where I just quit playing golf, quit going to the gym. I couldn't sleep through the night. You know how important that is. Couple short visits to my guys at Spine One. I was back on the golf course, back in the gym. Most importantly, sleeping through the night again. Don't live that way any longer. You know what I'm talking about. Call them and start your journey today. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One, man. Check them out. You can find them online at spineone.com. That's spineone.com.
When the Nuggets are knocking down threes, you score too.